Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and today we are going to continue building sciencing the rocket silo. That's what you do, you science the rocket silo and maybe we'll even build it. Who knows? Maybe this is even the end. I don't think it is, but maybe. Who really knows? We've got all my concrete made. We get a lot of steel, I suppose. Well, there's some steel. Yeah, so we just got to keep working and eventually we'll get somewhere. That's all you can really say. That's all you can hope for and that's all you can say in life. So, all we can really do now is just keep making more science and hoping that, shake the old science tree and see what falls out, as they say. A very common phrase around this part of the world. Shake the old science tree and see what falls out. If you want to know what falls out, it's science. Science falls out of the science tree. You know, it's not really surprising. It's what's in the science tree. It's what falls out of the science tree. It's pretty much everything the science tree's all about. Ah, no, not the fish. Ah, shit. Is there more fish? Yep. Okay. Don't put the fish on the belt. We don't need that. I think there's fish on the belt. There's nothing I can do about that now. Well, the belt's just going to smell a bit weird sometimes. Sometimes that's how life is. Sometimes the belt just smells weird. Smells faintly of fish. Oh god, no, stop. Just stop all the madness that is occurring right now. Ah! Alright. Sorry, Toast, I'll come to you in just a second after I've sorted out my bullshit. Alright! We're playing What the Shirt, so what the shirt. Today's What the Shirt is it's Pusheen as a unicorn. That's just, you gotta do the little animation, because if you're not doing the animation, you're not doing Pusheen right. Since it doesn't move, I have to move. That's how it works. So, yeah, it's Pusheen. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Toast. And how you doing, Toast? It's been a while. Still doing alright? Everyone's still okay? Not started any fires that you weren't supposed to? I know how you are with fires. I actually don't know, I'm just making shit up. But sometimes that's how you learn stuff. Particularly about fires. Just busy with work? Look, I hear that, man. I think we're all just a bit busy with work some days. That's alright. I respect that. Oh, look, I am doing just fine. Thank you very much. You know, aside from the minor issues of whatever the hell I'm doing in Factorio, but yeah, it's my own fault. I started this. I have to see it through. And the question is whether I do it again, and the answer is probably yeah. I probably do this again, because this is criminal. Thank you very much. This is pretty cursed, and all I want to do is just something that's more cursed than this. Alright, well you take care. Thanks for coming by. Feel free to lurk. You don't have to. No, I'm just going to make demands of Toastless, what he can and can't do. You must lurk, or else there will be consequences. You got to say it in that voice as well. It's more ominous that way. Alright, so really what I think I'm seeing is just the lack of purple science. Let's just check a couple of labs and see how they're going. I think there's a lab down here. There is. They're lacking purple sciences. Okay, let's do another spot check over, say, here-ish. There's a lab over here. There's not a lab over there. Maybe there should be. Purple sciences. Look, purple sciences seems to be where our problems lie. So why do our problems lie that way? Well, it seems like we don't have enough steel. Now, we can possibly fix that in a very violent manner. If there's one thing I like, it's fixing things in a violent manner. Why? Because I'm a violent person and I cannot be stopped. The police will not try. They are afraid. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. The police would be quite happy to stop me. I'm not actually that violent. Then why would they stop me? I'm not violent. Boom. Paradox. It's not a paradox. It's just some idiot being an idiot. Boom. Sort of a paradox. Again, not a paradox. Okay, I think what we do is we go and make some steel here. I think that would be ideal. Just a little bit out of the way of everything, and hopefully that will help. So if we grab that, and then just sort of shoop it there. We will of course need to connect things, but that is not a problem, because there's one thing I'm good at, it's connecting things together. Alright. Excuse me. Should have muted that, I apologize. My cough is still not quite gone away, unfortunately. One day, but not today. So hopefully pulling some iron out will result in more steel, and more steel will only result in good things for me. I'm certainly not going to complain about more steel. It would be strange if I did, though. They're doing their best. And of course 5 pieces of iron taken out for 1 steel means we should get a little bit more space available. That'd be also nice. Non-blood belts again. Yep, we're continuing the sushi belt. Quite right. We're getting on though. It's happening. Sorry, I just got a hiccup midway through saying happening, just to really hurt my credibility of how happening it is. But we will get there. That is what matters most of all. And yeah, if we get more steel, that's going to result in a lot more other things. Which sounds a lot more sinister when you pause like that. Wasn't really my intent, but if we get more things, they'll be quite useful, shall we say. There's not a lot of iron coming down here, and that makes sense because only 50% of the iron will actually go down, and then 50% of that will even go back up again. So iron does take its sweet time to do anything, but it will get there. And hello Veldak, how you doing? The factory continues to grow, sort of. Rocket silos at 40%, very exciting. And if we can just get more purple science, we could possibly even get it higher than that. Oh, put some solar panels up, shall we? Go on. Go on, go on, go on. Go on! Okay. What I'm thinking is another iron smelter with a steel smelter right next to it. Hello, Tower. How you doing? Oh, gang's here. Not really. I don't know what the whole gang consists of consistently. Abuelita, yes. You've been acknowledged a second time. You've meow. Abuelita was feeling left out, that the greeting wasn't with a sound effect. I apologize. You can always go back and sound effect. That's the good thing about this channel. You can always play a sound effect if you want. I don't think I limited them. I think I limited them for a while, and I thought that sucked. So I believe I unlimited them. At least I hope I did, because you know, I should really cause chaos to myself and my own stream. And you know, if you're not creating chaos, what are you doing? You know? Have a good hard look at your life and figure out what you're doing if you're not causing chaos. Okay, so hopefully that produces a little... Oh, it is producing some amount of iron. Not a lot. Oh! Actually, some iron's coming through. Never mind. Some is better than nothing. That's what I always say. And we do have quite a bit of purple science showing up on the belt. It's just not being scienced yet. Am I trying to finish this today? Look, I'm trying to finish this every day, to be fair. Whether I will succeed or not, I don't know. could be pushing it to finish it today. I think definitely next stream will be done. Hey, the purple signs there. I don't want that there. That should be on the belt with the rest of its friends. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be finished today. I think that would be overly ambitious. But then again, maybe. Who knows? Once we get the science done, we can turn off all the science and then... Maybe. We do still need like another 400 rocket fuel, another 400... Yeah, actually like another 400 of everything, honestly. So maybe it's possible. Who knows? Part of me kind of hopes yes, the other part of me kind of hopes no, because then I have to think about what next madness to do. And unfortunately, the only madness I can think of to do next is something that scares me, and I don't know if I want to do that. IR2 next. I believe IR2 isn't good to stream because the creator has issues with that. And I'm probably not going to. So, yeah. Unfortunately not on that one. I'm pretty sure the creator has problems with people streaming IR2. And K2. K2 without space exploration? I don't know, everyone plays K2 with space exploration. It kind of feels like it's going against what everyone does if I go K2 without space exploration. What is K2 going to give me that will excite me? Why will it fill me with joy? Sell it. Sell it for me. Sell it for me? Sell it to me, not for me. That's why I'm going to buy it. Or... No, that implies I'm selling it. Anyway, why K2? What is so good about K2? I don't know what my research facilities are there over here. A mod that is basically a TARDIS tank, a mobile base built on the inside. Okay, okay, yeah. Take the day off for Friday. Well, that sounds awesome, man. I hope you enjoy it. Any big plans for your Friday off? Tell me more about this TARDIS tank. So what, the tank just sort of parks somewhere and it mines up everything? Another hiking trip. Well, don't hurt yourself this time, alright? I mean, I do have another idea, but I'm not willing to do it immediately after this. And it's an insane one. So, I think I need to do some more working. Mobile factory. Alright, you know what? I'm going to have a look at that now. Bear with me for a second, everyone. Factorio mod. Thank you so much, Ricking. Yeah, it is certainly a sushi belt. I cannot call it anything else. Factorio mod, mobile factory. Build your base. Oh, this seems like a real mistake. Possibly. We'll consider it. Consider mobile factory. I might have to do some research before I confirm or deny that one. Depending on how we go, what we might do is just spend a little bit of time after we're done with a run and just go through a couple of mods. Visit mining heaps. Chrono Train. Well, now you've asked another question. Chrono Train. We're asking all the big questions today. Chrono Train. I suppose that's one word. The soft mod scenario. Interesting. Not brave enough to try mobile factory. Well, I mean, that almost sounds like a challenge. But not the sort of challenge where people call me like a coward because I'm not doing pie. Well, factory, okay. Huh. Wait, they actually... The coal is burning inside an actual hill? Coal doesn't explode, does it? I know that's probably a stupid question to a lot of you, but... I assume coal doesn't explode. It just sort of smolders, right? I don't really know a lot about coal. Red Muse scenario... RPG leveling... Mobile Factory sounds interesting. That sounds like a real mistake to play, and... Honestly... That sounds pretty fun. Coal off gas and can explode. Okay, but it's not the coal that explodes, it's the gas, which I suppose that makes sense. Honestly, that's... I know we're just talking about a video game here, but... And not real life, but man, oxygen not included really needs, like, fire and explosion effects. Because, honestly, that just sounds like fun, and I would love to see a little duplicant on fire. Does that make me a bad person? Okay, Panda just shouted out yes from the other room. I was going to say yes, but apparently I'm not even allowed to anymore. She's pleased with that response. Yeah, okay, we could do that. Around how long? Okay, I'll look at Mobile Factory. I'll definitely consider that. Exactly. My other option is, of course, doing the same thing, except a little bit tidier with C-Block. That would take hundreds of hours, probably. I don't know if I want to do another hundreds of hours game just yet. We're close, but not yet. I'm too scared to do pie, because I am a coward. And I can accept that. I hope you can too. You know, I wonder if we need to... How about Nullus? You know what? I've seen that one around. What has Nullus had? Oh yeah, you should really finish off Space... Oh! I know of this one. I've seen this one. Oh. Whoa. You can build duplicates of yourself and control multiple android bodies. Huh. Maybe. Underground cave one, Deku. Okay, look, guys, I think you're giving me a lot of really good ideas. Okay, you give me one more good one, and then I think I bring it down to a vote. Deku doesn't seem to be bringing up anything. Feel free to look. Okay, I'm going to say this. If you've got a mod that you want me to check out, link it, and I'll keep an eye on it. The tailing pipe. What's a tailing pipe? Yeah. So, hey, Big Up, how you doing? Space exploration is good times. I enjoyed that one thoroughly. I'm glad I played space exploration, because it was fun. Yeah, I mean that's really the only reason you need to play something, I suppose, because it's fun. You don't know how to feel about the space other than impressed? There are more... There's more than you don't have words for. That's absolutely fair. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, a tailings pile. Okay, I read that as pipe, and I'm like an exhaust pipe from a car. Yeah, Glacier Wolf. This is an absolute cursed base. I acknowledge this. It's the logical conclusion of how I can build anything. Yeah, I got that now. Glacier works. All right, that's fine too. Yeah, this base is a little bit cursed. There was a time where it was less cursed, but it had 25 frames, so... Board game night tonight. What's the least complicated game I have? How many players are we talking? What's the least complicated board game I have? Ah! I know what that is. I know what it is, and it's a good one. I love it so much, and it's stupid as heck. Hang on a moment. We're 3 to 4. Okay. Least complicated also means it's probably meant for children. No, 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 no. Give me a sec. So, the least complicated board game I have is actually one that is, what are the ages on it? Ages 8 and up. Well, you know it's good for children. So, this is a game, I'm going to put on the camera for a second, which is there. This is a game called Drop It! What do? Well, there's a big, well, that sounded bad. There's a big plastic stand, and you drop shapes into it. Right? You got green, blue, red, yellow. Awesome. And the whole point is you want to drop the shapes so they don't match the color of anything. They don't want to be touching the same color. They don't want to be touching the same shape. And they don't want to be touching something saying, don't have that touch. Right? Yeah. Panda's right. Panda knows what she's talking about. And if you can do that, you get points. The higher up it is, the more points. But what you end up having is it becomes like a sort of game. You know, I reckon you can make a drinking game out of this, actually. Where what happens is when the shape comes down, everyone just, like, hang on, let me bring the camera. Everyone just, like, you got the thing here, and the shape goes down, everyone looks at it, like, really closely. It's touching! It's touching! It's touching! And the person just goes, okay, 0 points. And it is the funniest thing, because the first thing you have to teach with that game is how do you not get points? Right? And it's the weirdest way to start. Okay, here's how you play. First off, you don't get points by doing the following. You get points the higher it goes. And also, and the weird thing is, I know I was way too close to the camera. That was the point, because the idea was you were the plastic. It is very fun. It is very, very simple. It is the idea that everyone is, it is a really quick game to teach. And the shapes, they're made out of wood, and I guess they're the most rubbery wood I've ever seen. No, you're not plastic. Yeah, you were the plastic, like the plastic shield. You know what it's like when you're looking through the plastic shield of the other player from the other side? That's what you see. It's like, anyway, I'll go into that joke in a moment. But the point is, the wood is really bouncy, so you drop the circle, and it bounces over a square and lands against another circle. And it's like, and you just facepalm because there's no way it could be. Some people try to slide and do a sideways throw, but you can never do that. But you gotta try, and then you just look at it and you're like, okay, there's 3 red shapes and I'm red. How the hell did this happen? Oh, because all the other shapes slid to the bottom. And you just go, what? And so you drop it and immediately touches and everyone laughs at you. But it is a very simple game for children. Also, you get to laugh at children. So I've never actually played this game with a child, so I could be entirely wrong. I've only ever really played it with people I know, and if someone says, I want to play a board game, but I'm intimidated by, you know, your collection, we just bring out Drop It, because it's really simple. People know colors, people know shapes, and people have a good time with it. So yeah, anyway, that's the simplest game that I own. And it's nice. And that's not connected to anything, so that's never going to do anything. So, thank you for that question, Bigop. I hope that was beneficial in some ways. The youngest you play with is 12 and she's your sister? Well, I mean, it really, again, I'm not a authority on what games are good for children, because I don't play board games with children generally. Just no one that I play board games with has children that are an age that you can play the board games. You laugh at it all the time. Wow. Keep it up. It's the what a good brother does. I understand that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm gonna put in another thing here because I think it might help. But yeah, it's as I've never played with children, I can't necessarily say it's good with children, but it is definitely a game that I can see a child being able to pick up pretty quickly. Children always love it. Did we play with my sister? We did play it with my sister, yes. My sister, however, is older than me. And she understands colors and shapes. So she's very good with colors and shapes, honestly. Until it gets overly competitive, yeah, exactly. Every game is fun until it gets overly competitive. I am not a competitive person when it comes to board games. That's because if I was, I would never play with Panda, because... So a lot of you might not know about this. Hang on. Abuelita, you're selling the Mobile Factory mod. Oh, yeah, probably. That's probably true. So a lot of you don't know about this, but Panda and I play a lot of board games. Panda is my wife, if you don't know. Almighty Pandans. She lost her old name because she was hacking, I think. Anyway, I'm joking. But we play a lot of board games. That's why I've got a board game shelf behind me. And what we do is every game that we play against or even cooperatively, we write it down in the book. Which, by the way, we didn't write the last game down in the book. And we write down in the book who won and what game it was. And every year there is a trophy, right? And the person who wins the most games of that year wins the trophy, the Neko Note trophy. It's called Neko Note because the book that we write it in has like cats all over it and says Neko Note, and so it's the Neko Note trophy, the Neko Note cup. Yeah, we bought it from a Japanese store. It's adorable. So it's the Neko Note cup, and so we've been doing this for 2 years now. She has won both years. And not like, ooh, it was close. No, she's absolutely trounced me 2 years in a row. And I'll be honest with you all, this year ain't looking that much better. That's okay. I don't play video games to win. I play video games to have fun. And I'm not talking about video games, I'm talking about board games. What the hell am I going on about? Point is, she's very good at board games. But she's mostly pretty humble in her victories. Mostly. So it's just like a fun little couples thing that we like to do. Just... Yeah, we play Wingspan a lot, and she does win like 90% of the games of it. There was one game that I think she won like 15 times, which is Marvel Legendary, and I won once. And that's only because I went with an alternate win condition. I Thanos'd and snapped half the universe apart, and that counts as a win. Infinity Stones, right? But yeah, so she's very, very good at board games, and she kicks my ass. She doesn't think she is. It's a common line that she thinks, oh, I've lost, so she'll just tell me repeatedly how much she's lost. And I think she knows that I'll start feeling sorry for her, and I won't make the most optimal move, and then she wins by like 300 points, and I'm like, what? No, that's not true. I never actually... No, I don't think I actually ever given, but it is... I still feel bad. It's her strategy, yeah. I should just crush her mercilessly. No. No, I never let her win. She wins on her own. I do feel bad, but it doesn't matter. If it's a trick, it's a very good trick. I need to make more stuff. I need to get more iron, I think. The only way I think I can really get more iron is by increasing the throughput. See what I have to put up with, guys? It's abusive, I tell you. Panda, no, we're not going to ask about the emitter at Calidus. There is no asking about the emitter at Calidus. It's not even the right mod. There is no emitter at Calidus. Son of a bitch. She started this. The emitter at Calidus? There's no Universe Explorer. I can't... The emitter at Calidus isn't working. Yeah, it's down. It's entirely down. If I knew how to make mods, I'd just press a button and the emitter at Calidus would just show up, and it's like, there it is. But I don't know how to make mods, and I'm not learning. I'm just going to play mods. Okay, so I came down here to get some more peanut butter banana sandwiches. Huh. Can't say I've tried one, to be honest. Are they good? Banana sandwiches seem weird to me. I've never had one before, but the concept of it seems unusual and strange. Very dark side-esque. Yeah, some would deem it unusual. I really need to get an emote for Panda. But yeah, I haven't tried them. One day maybe. Okay, so we need to increase iron, and the best way to increase iron... Well, actually, we've got iron all over the place. Because we've got iron here, we've got iron here. Do we really need to do this? Yes, because iron comes from a different place. It's good. Add in some cinnamon. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Sounds good. Yes I did. You want this one? Hang on. I think Panda wants me to get her mouse. Just back in a second. She's ordering me around again, guys. Ow! My eye! Oh, Glacier, yeah, sounds like it, doesn't it? Sounds like it. It's all good. It was her mouse. I was stealing it for work, but I stole the mouse from work today, so that way I don't need to steal her mouse anymore. Glacier, that was funny. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, so that should hopefully improve throughput of iron. That's the intent. Whether it works or not, it doesn't matter. The important part is that you tried. Oh, absolutely. So you should. No offense was caused this day. The truth does not actually hurt. Look, she's as stuck with me as I am with her anyway, so I think I've gotten out pretty good in this bargain. That goes the wrong way. Whoops. Alright, so let's put that down there. Okay, so my hope is that this will push more iron down into the lower part of the factory. That's not how we get anything done, guys. And then hopefully when it comes out through there, then it comes through there, and then we just get more iron. And that's what we want. Because more iron means more steel means more purple science, and just general good times. And I like general... There's one thing I personally like, it's general good times. Not the soldier, the, you know, fascist leader general good times. I don't like fascist leader general good times. Because, you know, I don't think I need to tell you why, you know... I mean, come on, he took over his country with a military coup. How can you like the fascist leader General Good Times? Anyway, this is a new character that I've created. I don't know how I feel about it, but there it is. Sometimes you can create fascists accidentally. Fascism is on the rise! It's not good. Gotta watch out for it sometimes. Alright, so how are we doing with iron down here? Does it look real good? It looks about the same as ever. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, so we'll let this go through and then hopefully... Yeah, maybe it's better. I don't really know. So, okay. Here's the plan. We're doing well here. We're creating more iron, more steel. We're at 54% rocket silo. That's good no matter how you see it. And then we need to probably boost iron in the other places as well. Part of me is looking forward to not doing the sushi belt thing anymore, but the other part of me is going to miss it. Much like I've missed every other base that I've streamed. I missed the C-block base quite a lot. That was a fun base. Space exploration, the only thing I miss really is the space station. I don't really miss much else. It was a good space station. It was absolutely chaotic. It wasn't quite as chaotic as this. I mean, this is its own level of chaos that we may never replicate. Oh no, we'll replicate this again. It'll be far worse next time too. Mark my words. We'll rue the day that we had this base. Because this base has taught us a lot. Do I miss the mistake? I missed the mistake. The mistake was a good ship. And the even bigger mistake, and the biggest mistake. The red the red chip ship. That was a good ship. It got the red chips. Okay, I missed the ships as well. The ships were fun. Okay. You got me there, guys. The red chip sheep. I can't even pronounce it. Like, it's my... Well, I can't even pronounce it by saying it, I suppose. The red chip ship. And it was like, he said red cheap sheep. At least you guys enjoy it. There's a lot of good ship names. Okay, so that's going to produce more iron. I don't really know if it's needed, but I can't imagine it'll hurt. More ships is only... sorry. More... I've gotten distracted talking about the red chip ship. Oh, you know I can't eat your ghost chips. That ad was iconic. Just so you guys know, there was a ad that I posted in the Discord last session about ghost chips. If you Google New Zealand or ghost, if you just Google ghost chips, you'll probably get the ad. It was an anti-drink driving ad, and people still reference it today. And it is like quite an old ad nowadays. People always tell you quite quickly, you can't eat, I can't eat ghost chips. Because that's just how we are as people. We can't eat ghost chips. We've tried. It doesn't happen. And then we will connect that. Really what I'm just trying to do now is just really push just as much iron as I can through this network. Oh, that's not even iron, that's coal. Coal, funnily enough, is not iron. When am I going to do the Parkway one chip challenge? The what? Okay, okay. I was worried that I was going to start running out of things to do in Factorio, but today I'm finding out there's so much good stuff I could do. What's the Parkway one chip challenge? I love chips. I love challenges. Unless it's arcospheres. Arcospheres, much like the fluid bus, can F off. Am I saying it wrong? I mean, it always... Do I love taste buds? Do I love taste buds? Honestly, I have never been asked that question before, and I really don't know how to answer that. I guess they're all right. I like tasting things. Context may be required to answer that one properly. Yeah, I guess I like taste buds. Do you like taste buds? First time stopping by. What are you watching going on with these belts? Oh, okay. Is this one of those like really chilly chips? No, I'm not doing that. Okay. Lausiv, what is going on with these belts? It's a sushi belt. Everything's on the belt. Just everything. And belts go for miles. So that's what's going on with these belts. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Okay, so it sounds like Abuelita was trying to trick me into hurting myself. Abuelita, I can do that just fine on my own. Don't you worry about that. Let's have a look. Is this the... No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not eating a chip that's going to hurt me. Because that sounds like I would be upset. And generally I don't like doing things that it's going to upset me in advance. So no. You like your taste buds? Look, Glacier, I'm happy. I'm glad you like your taste buds. They do so much for you. I think we underthink about it. Excuse me. I thought Abuelita was mentioning a Factorio mod that I'd never heard of, and I was like, ooh, okay. I'm in for doing a Factorio challenge. No, I'm not doing it. My wife would be sad. No, she would be sad because then I wouldn't be able to enjoy her cooking. My wife loves, like, making really tasty food and having people enjoy it, and if I didn't enjoy it, she would be sad. No, I don't think she would. I think she would ask me not to do it. In fact, I'm fairly certain she'd ask me not to hurt myself intentionally. I say this from experience. She's not a fan of me hurting myself intentionally. Okay. So are we getting more iron through here? I don't really think so. Notice she's probably started reading now. She's got her mouse. She's now got access to her computer and not her phone. So she's probably reading or playing like some game on her phone, on her computer. She sort of comes around for a little while. She comes out. She hangs out. She insults me in front of everyone, and then she leaves again. And but now that I'm talking about it, she'll probably be like, "What are you talking about me for?" So we'll see. That's usually what happens. I don't even know if it'd be possible to buy that chip in New Zealand, though. Where would you buy it? Or is it something you have to like order specially? Look, I am not. I need to be a much bigger streamer to be able to do that for money. Like, if I'm going to hurt myself like that, I want to hurt myself for a lot more money than I'm going to get. And I don't really want to do that in the first place, so... I like how quickly my morals faded. Oh, gotta be careful, I'd start having to wear the hat again. The integrity loss hat. uh... You'd have to just get it from the internet. That probably makes sense. I can't imagine a lot of stores would be happy selling something that actually actively injured their customers. Other than maybe joke shops. Joke shops might do it. But I mean, are there any... Do joke shops even exist anymore? Like, I know when I was growing up in, like, the 90s, there were joke shops all over the place. You know, and they'd sell, like, just weird tacky plastic things that would do dumb shit. And, you know... They'd also have an adult section, but I don't know what was going on there. I assume it was the usual standard fare. But I don't know. I haven't been in them. We're at 59% rocket silo. I think what we're going to start doing is trying to gather things we need for the rocket. Iron should be being smelted more. And yet they say if you smelt it, you got to dealt it. That's not quite what they say, but close enough. That one's probably making a decent amount of... No, it's not making enough steel. Okay.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following, Glacier. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we've got the iron. I like the iron. I think that's adorable. I think it's cute. I think it's all the rage and the people love it. We are making more purple science. That is very exciting. So how much science do we need? We need approximately 1,000. So, oh, we turned off green science, didn't we? Okay, well, maybe it's time to turn green science back on. Okay. So we have a cool little so for those interested in the sushi bus on how it's really managed, it's managed very poorly. I was originally trying to do it with circuits, but that didn't really work due to poor planning on my part. We are making greens. Okay, never mind. We are making them, we just don't have iron. Okay, but anyway, so the way I filter anything is just by turning it on and off by a centralized hub. Hey, everyone from Damsel, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid, Damsel, and welcome to the party of 36. So, hello everyone, I am SeiferKatt. Welcome to the sushi bus. I apologize if this hurts you. This does hurt a lot of people, and I am sorry. So, oh, thank you, Veldek. Appreciate it. So, continuing the space exploration, I assume, Damsel. So, let's talk about the sushi bus, because right now I'm assuming a lot of you are, like, sweating, palpitations, all that sort of stuff. Some of you are hungry. That's fine, too. So this bus, everything sort of gets constructed and put on the belt, and certain cells, that's squares. That's true, it's not a bus. I keep saying it's a bus. It's not a bus. Quite right. But yeah, everything goes on the squares and comes out. Excellent. And then it makes stuff. That is the intent, but of course, because of the random nature, almost random nature, it's not actually random, yeah, exactly. Then things tend to get stuck somewhere. So we've got a little iron mine here. The iron doesn't come down very often because everything's a 50-50, more or less. So it comes down here, it's 50% chance that it goes over this way. And there's, there's 50% chance it actually goes down. Of course, there's also a chance that it goes back up again. So, you know, it's not great. Anyway, I've been told to don the mask. So if you're new here and you're wondering what that means, meow meow, I am a cat. Just go camera for a second. Meow meow, I am cat. Welcome. Anyway, now chat won't look at the belt. No, chat should look at the belts. They should consider. And wonder if they can do it better, because I guarantee you can do a sushi belt better than this. And I've seen a couple of people trying, and I appreciate that because it's cool. So we are currently working to absolute peak content. We've lost our absolute bloody minds over here. But we are probably getting closer and closer to being done, which I am kind of glad about. So we are starting to gather things we need for the rocket silo and for other associated rocket goodness. So we've got our concrete ready. Now, there is advantages to the sushi belt. Let me tell you about the advantages. You know how when like you're trying to make concrete and your iron ore is on one side of the base and your stone bricks are on the other side of the base? How do you do it? You can't. It's a pain. Maybe you just bring over some iron ore. Maybe in this, just request the iron ore. It'll come in on its own due time. Problem solved. So it's actually kind of funny that making science, so long it's on the belt, is actually really easy because you kind of make it, oh, I want to make some science here. Yeah, it's making science here.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you very much for following Sheepduck. I love the name. You know, you want to make some more purple science over here? Easy. And if I wanted to make more purple science, I can just copy this entire cell and like just chuck it down somewhere else. So we can make more purple science. I'm here live. I'm not a cat. Definitely not SeiferKatt. That is who I am as a person and a cat, unfortunately. Not only that, but I can't spell, just like most cats. No. That's so. If I wanted to make more purple science, for instance, unfortunately it's kind of weird with these double-sized cells, but you know, just do that, and the bots will just make me another purple cell. Oh, wait! Yes! I do remember that! That was the guy, that was like the politician or something, right? And he couldn't figure out how to turn off the cat filter. Yes, I do remember that! Ah, thank you for reminding me of that. That was... Actually, you know what? Funnily enough, my friends were also sending me that one at that time, so... because... It was a lawyer, yes! Ah... He was not a cat.
Butt kicking,
Oh
for
gosh!
goodness!
And then people were making it like as if he was actually a cat and he was just hiding the truth. Ah, thank you for reminding me of that. I haven't thought about that for so long. Thank you for following Botchaza. Absolutely, you're more than welcome. Yeah, I don't. So my thoughts going forward is just so you guys know, I am probably almost done with this run. And after this run, I will be doing something else, but I am considering that base Factorio is not big enough for Sushi Belt. I'm considering larger, more painful. This is really weird talking about this while I'm wearing the cat mask, but I am considering something bigger and more painful that'll take more hours and have more things. Could do Bob's. Could do Bob's and Angels. Bob's and Angels of the Sushi Belt. That would be painful. Could do C block. Could do. I'm not doing space exploration. I just finished that. We don't need. But yeah, I'm considering what I could do with more sushi belts later because I'm finding this fun. But it does take, you know, a normal run of Factorio takes not, you know, 32 hours, 34 hours. So. Bob's and Angels sounds like self-harm. No, self-harm is when people are going, you should play Pi. Which people keep suggesting, and I'm like, no, I will die. I don't want to die. I like living. I was going to go get more inserters. It probably won't be Bob's Angels, because I would probably do it with C block, because C block is easier to mine with Pi. I've heard Pi takes about 1,500 hours to finish on your first playthrough. And if you can figure out why I don't want to do that, it's Pyrodons or however the hell you say it. If you can figure out why I don't want to do a run that takes about 1,500 hours to play in a sushi belt, congratulations. Because I have no visibility in this bloody thing. PY. So neither, I suppose. But yeah, so we will, after we're done with this, we will be taking a little bit break from Sushi Belt, but how many people are with me today? I plan to go back into the Sushi Belt just to hurt myself. Wait, no, not to hurt myself. That sounds weird. It sounds like a cry for help, doesn't it? No, just to continue the madness. Because if there's one thing I've learned, and I think you all have seen it yourselves today, they're coming in and going, what the hell is this? It's kind of just a wonderful feeling. For those who have been here for a while, I almost feel like they relish people coming in and being like, what the hell? I know I do. Maybe that says, you know, maybe I want to hurt myself and others. So maybe I've got problems. Maybe I should really talk to someone about these problems. But for now, I'm building a sushi belt. Which is the ultimate problem, really, if you ask me. Veldak sort of warned you what was happening here. Oh, that's good of Veldak. Thank you. Thank you for warning. Not everyone gets that warning. And again, you'll know if it wasn't you. You'll know if you've stumbled in here by mistake. I can't see a damn thing in this mask. Ugh. That was more than 5 minutes, I'm sure. How long was that? 7 minutes. Great. If you've stumbled in here and you didn't know what was coming, then yeah, you might be a little shocked, a little alarmed, but you get into it. You start to embrace the belt. You become the belt, and then you go, yeah, I'd love more belt. And then you get to enjoy other people coming in, as it's like you can witness their first time of witnessing this absolute madness of the belt. And you know, there's a brotherhood of this. At some point I was thinking there should be a cult, like the Brotherhood of the Belt. But then I thought, you know what, cults are probably bad. I probably shouldn't be encouraging such a joke for obvious reasons. So we're not doing that. But there are 3 levels, obviously, yellow, red, and blue. Obviously. But no, we're not doing that. I just literally said that. So I don't listen to my own advice. Particularly part of my advice was don't ever do this again. Okay, so let me offer you some advice about this. If you want to do this yourself, let me share my knowledge of the belt, of the sushi. The sushi belt, you can use pipes. Now, there was an argument about that, whether you could use pipes or whether you should just barrel everything. I think for true sushi, you shouldn't be piping anything, you should be all belted. Unless, of course, it's power, in which case you'll never do anything like that. But, of course, chat thankfully said I was allowed to use pipes. With the provision that the pipes all stay within the belt line. So, I think that's fair. Other things that I have learned, don't put finished goods on the belt unless you need them. My first thought was that everything must go on the belt. And I was kind of trying to do a lazy bastard thing at the same time. Don't do that. Just don't do that. You can get to the point of overcomplicating it to the point that it is nigh unfinishable. You'll also notice that I don't have guns anywhere. I turned off biters because could you imagine trying to defend this against biters? Like, think about it. My goodness. Be careful with your circuitry. If you circuit it the way that I did, you can get 25 frames per second. Before getting yellow or purple science. That's not playable. Don't do that. That's another thing I learned. You'd think I should have learned that before saying it, but no, I had to experience it. Yeah, but that's the things I have to teach you. If you decide you want to go on your own belt journey, and if you do decide to go on your own belt journey, please let me know. Like, I just want to know where people go, because as I said, I'm thinking about doing this with a larger mod, and I want to know people's feedback on what worked and what didn't. I'm going to live vicariously through you. If it requires a large circuit network, I'm probably going to get scared and run away, because I am frightened of circuits. Meldak, thank you so much! Really appreciate it, and congratulations to J Mort, Delicious Rice Balls, and the Puzzle Pirate. Have I banned roboports? Now, see, that was another thought. That was a very valid thought. Do you ban roboports? And I thought, well, the very nature of the system is that you probably should. Right? Because if otherwise you can kind of get away with logistics bots taking things to and from places. And then they're not on the belt. But, you know, there's no rules on what you want to do. If you think that Roboports works, but to the spirit of the law, I think no. I don't think you should. But to the spirit of the law, you should also be barreling everything. So I am what they call a hypocrite, which means I'm a hippo that rolled a 20. God, I've never made that joke before, and now I wish I still had never made that joke before. I need to contact my cousin to get more emotes made. I really do. I keep saying I should, and then I really should do it. Well, it'll help. Thank you very much, Veldek. There's one I've got like that I've been talking to Panda about, and we agreed that'd be a good one. So, unless you limit to construction bots and insert in and out of yellows instantly, yeah, you could probably do that. Like if you limit it to just construction bots, there's probably value in that, and it would make it easier to make these cells. You can, but when you're walking through the mines, you sort of have to do like a weird sort of like you keep having to like swap sides as you're walking, which is kind of weird. Another thing you could think of, and this is probably what I'm going to be doing if I do a bigger run, so you need to have a blueprint of sizes that are able to link into other things. So what I've got is with the 1x1s, which are a good size to do most things, honestly. I got my 2x2s, and I've got the elusive 3x3, which is going to be where I do my rocket stuff. There is no reason you can't make them bigger. So you could, if you really wanted to, make a really big cell and do all your mining and refining in there. The thing that I would be concerned about, and I don't have any proof of this, so take it as you will, is whether you would have a situation where all the iron is refined in one place and it wouldn't get to the outer edges of the base. Might not be a problem, but if you'll see like through the base, you'll see little bits of iron, like there's some iron. Probably find some iron there. There's some iron. How about iron over here? There's some iron. You know, so you can refine in other places. That might allow it to spread a little bit better. Is that a problem though? That I don't really have the answer for you on that. You could also do it with filter inserters. There's a lot of ways you could do it, and that's what I kind of like about the sushi. You can do it a lot of different ways. I think having a pattern of belts is very, very important, but I mean, you could do like a brick sort of thing. So something like, you know, as an example here, like that, and then that. I mean, the sizes are wrong, but then they connect in that way. That might work better. I don't know. I haven't really done the full maths on this. What you got to realize is if you need 100 science, you actually probably need more like 300 science because there's so much on the bus. And that's just what it is. Like, I mean, we've got this red science here. It's not really needed. But what do we do with it, right? Can't do anything with it. It's just there. And at some point it'll be picked up. We want it near the science when it runs out. You've got to, unless you've got a better way of circuit controlling what gets put on the bus, you probably need to keep an eye on it as well. And so there is a problem that can happen where you have too much coal, and that's bad. But the other problem is, of course, not enough coal. That's not a surprise. So you've really got to balance that out, and it's tough. You know? It is tough. But I mean, if you're looking at this and you go, this looks like fun, you know who you are, and you know you probably enjoy it. If you're looking at this going, this looks tedious as hell, why would anyone do this? Then you know it's not for you. And that's kind of fun in itself. Kind of wonder if I want to build a green facility over here. I do, actually. Trains is another good question. What do you do with trains? Do you allow trains? How do you do the trains? That's another one. I didn't really ever get a good answer on that, so I decided not to. I think so long as the trains have some level of chaos, that's probably fine, but should chaos define a train network? I don't know. Maybe. Chaos train network just sounds like a mistake. But maybe it's the correct action. I really don't know. What do I know? It sounds like I'm being very hesitant with anything, doesn't it? Do I know anything? Does anyone truly know anything? Oh, wait, we did need those. We are making steel. That's very good. Steel is going to be required. Yeah, we are running out of greens, but that's why we're making greens, right? Okay, we're going to turn that to 0 because that'll turn it on. Don't ask how my circuits are working here. I started deciding that backwards counting was actually easier than counting forwards. But I don't really have an answer for you on why that happened. But, I mean, look, okay, here's your answer. If you want to know why counting backwards was easier than counting forwards, look at this bus. Oh, sorry, belt. And you can go, like, that should be your answer. You just go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because you look at this for 1 second, you go, yeah. Circuits are just magic to you. Well, there are wizards, right? And the wizards are all around us. And they can't be trusted. I'm not saying we should hurt them, because you can't. They'll use circuitry against you. But you gotta watch out for anyone who understands circuitry magic. Like, beyond a basic level, you shouldn't trust them. I just realized I know circuits above a basic level. So what I'm saying is don't trust me, okay? I will steal your... I'll just steal it. I don't even know why I'm completing a sentence, but I'll just steal it. And if you want it, then too bad it's being stolen. So our rocket silo is at 71%. I was trying to increase that, but I needed land, and I completely forgot about that. But what I'm saying is Mojo has taken over your base. Mojo? I'm going to say yes, but I don't know what you're referring to. But you do, and I'm going to assume you're right. Because that's the benefit of the doubt that I will give you today. I hope you appreciate it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some steel. And we're going to... Have I seen the Logistics Bot Mall blueprint book? I have not. I don't tend to use other people's blueprints as a general rule. Hell, using it as a general rule, I very rarely use my own. But that's more just because, you know, broken individual here. Your service. And steel... How much does steel stack to? It's like 100, right? I assume it's 100. Either 100 or 200. That's fine. If it's too much, it's too much. What else do we need? So we need 1,000 of that. That's probably hard. Then... 100 sounds right. It does sound right, doesn't it? Pipes, not really a problem. Processing units and electric engines, they're going to be a pain. Let's get those now. Electric engines, okay. The idea is we're going to keep building down here. Wait, how big are these? They're 3, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So put a iron chest there. So the whole purpose of this is just to build the rocket silo. And once we get that together, I mean, we don't have the technology for it yet, but it is moving right along. Nothing can stop me. You know, aside from a power cut or just violence in general. The biters just land and they're like, no, we've let this go on for too long. You had your chance. Your chance was to stop. You didn't take it. It's like, did you ever play Crusader Kings 2 and like I think it was like the first expansion was like, hey, what if the Aztecs invaded you? Which, you know, I don't think a lot of people liked that. They were like, that's not really meant to be historically accurate. The Aztecs didn't invade. But they're like, yeah, but what if? Okay, so we're getting pretty good across here. And steel is coming in. Yeah, everything's coming in. We might need to make more blue chips. Although, I don't know where from. That's right, we had a problem with copper, that the only place we really have copper is up here. Because a lot of my old copper mines ran out. Hey, Solburn, how are you doing? Welcome. Belt. Indeed. So we do have a problem that we just don't have the copper anywhere else. Here's a thought that I had not considered. What if there's copper to the east? There's copper to the east. I could always just bring it in with a very long belt. I know, I would hate it. But I could do it. Let's go have a look. Because that's where I want copper to come from. If I can get it from the east or the south, or the southeast. No, southeast is not looking great. East's not looking much better either, actually. But we need copper. That is actually what's slowing us down in a lot of ways right now. So we're just going to go for a walk. It's a nice leisurely oh my god, this walk is longer than I thought it would be. I've made a mistake. If I was to build out that way, how far, even this, which was too long. Oh gosh, no, that's not feasible. Never mind. Are we just gonna have to live with copper in the wrong place? That's just gonna be life now. We were gonna build some copper over here, and I still kind of think that's the right idea, so let's do that. And can we build a radar? We need some iron and some stuff. Thankfully, we have iron. And if we look carefully, we'll probably find stuff as well. There we go, if we found stuff and iron. Huzzah. I knew I believed in myself. And you gotta believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? You know? That's the logic we'll take today. a little worried about the amount of coal coming through here, but I'm just going to pretend that it's not a problem and just move on. That is the mature way of dealing with such issues. Just pretend it's not a problem and just leave. Some people say it's a bad idea. I say I don't. I don't. I was gonna say I don't care, but I just like the idea of just the cutting off. I don't think it's a bad idea. It's fine. No one's complaining. I'm not complaining. What does it matter? Some people are complaining. Okay. Let's get all that out of the way. There's nothing wrong with sushi belts in Factorio, except for everything, honestly. Okay, and we probably should connect this to the old... Let's connect that up like that. Okay. Then we just need to connect this. Making sushi belts is hard and should be respected. Is it hard? I know what you're saying, but I'm just like... Is it? Making them well is hard and should be respected. So in other words, I'm not asking for any respect today. Because I haven't really made it well. I have made it, yes. But well is the real question. And I think we need to connect this up here. Want to see my solution for a perfect ratio sushi bus? Kinda. Even though we must point out that sushi is not a bus. I don't know why I'm going to bring up that argument again, but it's true. Sushi is not a bus. Sushi is not even real. It just tries to hurt you. Sushi is not real and cannot hurt you. Meanwhile, sushi. I love that meme. X is not real and cannot hurt you. And then it's just sitting there, just being like malevolent. Ugh. "16 lines of sushi side by side." Oh, okay. That sounds tasty. I think we want to do it like this. Maybe? I don't think any way we do this is going to be okay, so I think that'll have to do. Join the Discord, sending wall of text and pictures and a few. Alright, well let me know when it's there and I'll have a look. And welcome to the Discord. There is no fries, I'm afraid. We ran out the other day. Some of the Discord's like, hang on, there were fries? No, there were never fries. I'm just lying through my teeth. Because I think lying makes me cooler, but actually it makes me less cool. You'd think if I watched any special for children, or any TV for children, I would realize that, but I just think the bad guy is the good guy, because why else would they be mean to him? Okay, hang on, here's a thought. In kids' TV, they always like make sure that they show the bully gets his comeuppance at the end, right? Not always, but more or less the bully sort of learns the error of his ways and gets hurt in some way. Usually so, like mentally, not physically. Are the animators not kind of bullying the bully? Are the animators not the true bully in the end? That's just a theory. A game theory. Anyway. Not a game theory. I mean, are we not the true bullies for, like, going to a monster's home and then killing the boss? Are we not the real villains in the end? Obviously I'm not, because I am perpetually a hero and will not be stopped and cannot be stopped. Absolutely refuse to be stopped. We should be at 80% science very soon, I would hope. What is going on? Oh, yep. Gotta click the wave high button. It's very important that when someone joins the Discord... Those things in Discord are weird. I don't know why we all click them, but we all click them because they're just weird. It's like when Facebook got really obsessed with that, like, pigeon emote. Like that pigeon sticker that was like, kid banging. They got really bored of it very quickly, but for a while, Facebook was all about that stupid pigeon. I mean, I don't know how long ago that was. It was probably like 5 years ago now. I've lost all track of time. But I assume people might know what I'm talking about. Okay, we are 80% of the rocket silo completed. These are also doing pretty well. And this is not high enough. Well, actually, it was going to be way higher than it ever should be. That only needs 200, right? Yeah. So I think we do really need to get more blue circuits. And for that, I think we just need more sulfur, which is kind of a weird thing to say, because I don't think we really do need that much more sulfur. Okay, molybdenum. Your plan is to have several sushi bars, one for the smelters, one for the circuit, one for science. Getting 45 to 60 science per minute in sushi seems really interesting, actually. Like, that's some real work. I don't think I'm anywhere near that. But then again, if anyone's ever watched me play Factorio before, you'll know that I kind of make a beeline for the end sometimes. Not for any particular reason, it's just because I just want to get things done. I don't go for efficiency. Sorry. It's really funny to say I don't go for efficiency. It's just like the you think moment of the stream. Really? You don't go for efficiency? What a surprise. A player like you not going for efficiency? I didn't believe it. Whew. Oh, been a long day today. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, look, if you want to see like a really terrifying sushi belt, but actually also kind of well designed. Check out the Discord. Molly's sushi bus is actually really impressive how it does raw materials. I like it. What are we lacking? Red circuits. Okay, well, there they go. Ah, thank you very much, Valdek. I appreciate that. I know the link is below, but I always forget that's there. I had a button on my Stream Deck thing, but I had to take it back because I was pressing a button repeatedly, and we've only got a 6 button Stream Deck. Going down to 5 buttons is pretty distressing, so We'll get it back and then we'll have a Discord button that we can just press it whenever we want. We just press it over and over and over again. Make the bot actually work for a change. Bot just has it very easy here. And I'm okay with that, but you know, I don't know if it actually earns its pay. Oh, well, this is actually making a lot of iron, so that's pretty good. I'm really happy about that. And science is at 82%. So for every construction, it makes 3. Right? Hang on. We're opening the calculator. Never good. So we need still 200, about 160. For every science it makes 3, so we need about 53 more productions of purple science. Of course, we also do need to have it in the right place, but it'll get there eventually. I have faith. However, we might just do this real quick. I pull a little bit of science off the belt, doesn't really hurt anyone. Maybe it'll even pick up something that's useful. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe. Gotta hope, right? Oh, I see some yellow science there too. Look at that. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's over there now. It changed belts when I wasn't looking. Sneaky, sneaky. Whew, excuse me. I don't like that these are sparking. That's usually a bad sign. Oh, it's through the night. Okay, well, I'm not too worried then. But purple science is continuing to be made. That is what matters. I was thinking we could possibly do another foundry, but I don't know where we'd put it. Maybe up here? No, that's not a good place for a foundry. Well, we do have a foundry in the sense of an old coal burner foundry. That does alright. I kind of want to put it here, but I frankly don't know if that's plausible, let alone possible. We have to move some pipes around there, and lies the issue that is not going to happen. Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning so much. I don't know what's up with me right now. I mean, I could be like, oh, it was a long day, and it kind of was, but it wasn't that long. Actually, now that I think about it, I couldn't really sleep last night, so maybe that's the actual problem. Not being able to sleep is an issue. Let's upgrade these. And we'll just keep going. Because that's what you gotta do, right? Science is at 85%. Okay, we're getting more and more into the realms of I really want to get this stuff finished off. Because if we can get the rocket done today, then we actually are done. And it is actually looking more and more plausible. The only thing is we'd probably have to build some speed modules, which I think we actually have available. We need to probably research beacons. Beacon research is probably going to be a real pain. Yeah, probably not. Probably not happening. But I think you still got to try. Then you've actually got to make the beacons. Never mind, there is the problem. Making beacons afterwards sucks. Whenever I'm pausing, I really should just stand on the belt. Because that way you get a bit of cool cycling. I, of course, never went to blue belts. I just didn't really think it was worth it. Actually, let's double check that. What do you actually need for blue belts? 10 iron gear wheels. Yeah, so 20 iron, not really needed. Loaders? What? We don't have loaders. Yeah, so 10 iron for fast belts is already kind of a push. But another 20 after that, I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary or needed. But that's the wonderful thing. Everyone can disagree with me if they wish. We do not have enough steel. We definitely do not have blue belts. That is mostly due to the lack of greens? Really? I would have thought we'd have tons of greens. I guess copper is still the issue, isn't it? And then here the problem is iron, which is the complete opposite problem. There's always a problem somewhere, isn't there? That's called life. If you don't have problems, what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing good anyway. That needs plastic, but quite frankly... You finished your text picture wall. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, hey Glacier. Welcome. I'm going to click the button for you. That's a really cool splitter system. Yeah. I think that splitter system really works well for if you're doing like danger roars or something like that. But that looks really cool, Molly. And I like the fact of how it starts off absolutely messy, but it becomes something tidier, something refined almost. I think that's cool. So... Still need more purple science. If I had to take a guess, it probably also needs more steel in general. I know, I keep calling it a bus just because it's so in my like lexicon to call everything like that a bus. It's not a bus, I know, but I refuse to call it anything else. It's not that I refuse, it's just I really struggle to call it anything else. You know what? I think we're going to do a green circuit down there. Sorry, green electric circuits. Or electronic circuits. So let's grab one of those. Shoop. If you had more construction bots, you could probably do it that way. It'd probably be easier. I'll rephrase that. It would absolutely be easier. I don't know why should be would even come into it. 100% easier. Okay, so you're up down those trees. We don't need trees. They're dumb. Trees are useless. I guess unless we're playing Nihilus, which is one of the options. As I said, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to run next. Whatever it is, I want it to be something that slightly hurts me. Because that's apparently what I'm into these days, being slightly hurt. Look, I'm no more comfortable about saying that than you are about hearing that. Unless you're very comfortable about hearing that, in which case... Please stop. Please stop being quite so comfortable. Okay. Couldn't actually remember why we went there, and so as I was running back, I'm like, I hope I figure it out. And then the bots left. I was like, that was why. Figured it out. Productivity modules are good, and we're going to get them from the place where we build them, which I know where it is. That's up here. I'd forgotten. I'm forgetting a lot of things. 200 productivity modules. Oh, yes. I could do some things with 200 productivity modules. Not a lot of things, but I could do things. Yeah, for some reason I was up very late last night, not being able to sleep, and then I had to wake up early to get to work, and I'm just like, well, this is terrible. I guess we all have that happening some days. If not work, then school, or if not school, then some sort of social event would need you to make you wake up early, far earlier than you're willing to. But that's just life. Do we want to increase plastic again? Like, I feel plastic's kind of low. Yeah, I think we're going to turn plastic on full gear. Turn the plastic up, put it on to 3. I think it does go to 3. I think it only goes to -2. Oh, it was actually off entirely. Well, let's turn plastic on to begin with, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, things are spinning. Spinning, spinning, spinning. We've got most of everything we need. We've got like more than half, which is good. What else do we need for the rocket? We need pipes. Okay, well, pipes is actually really easy to get. 200 more processing units could be the hardest part. And we can't even start building the rocket until we have those processing units. So yay! That's just one more annoying part. That's okay. Can't be annoyed about everything. You got work to do. I kind of want that to be iron plates actually, which just seems strange, but it's what I want. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Assembly machine. So the whole point of this is we want to be able to make pipes, just regular pipes. How many of them do we need? Like 100. Oh, no. So 1 stack. Okay, well that's freaking nothing. Science will be at 91% before you know it. Any second now. Oh, it's 91%. I told you any second now. It just felt like it had been on 90% for too long. And now it's done. I think we are going to finish this today. I mean, it really depends how long it takes to build the last little bits and pieces, but I don't think that's going to be that long. Would be a loss of integrity, I believe, to just steal blue circuits from where they're not needed. Because they should go back on the bus. But is it bad to put them back on the bus? I think that's fine. Gosh, I'm exhausted. I literally could not remember what I was doing. That's right, I was looking for blue processing units. I know I saw a bunch of them. The good thing is if I zoom out, I should be able to see them really easily. He says, not seeing a single one. Hey T-Hax, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the sushi bus. Or belt. I'm not allowed to call it a bus. I've been reprimanded multiple times. We are very, very close to the end, which would be good for people who don't like this, don't like such things. But we're getting there. It has come a very long way, yeah. This is session like 10 or so now. Maybe I should just like expand this out to be mega base. I'm not expanding this out to be mega base. That was a false threat. I'm not doing that to myself or others. But that is taking the green circuits, and it is also making me more blues, and I need to. Too late, I have to do it now. No. 2,700 science per minute sushi. That is a base you'd like to see. You know what, Tara? I look forward to seeing your base on that. Oh, thank you, Valdek. Yes, quite right. Absolutely check out T-Hax's stream. T-Hax is an absolute wizard with circuits. I don't understand what he's doing most of the time, but I don't need to. He does. So if you want to see some cool circuits being made, that's where you should totally go. So yeah, totally go over there. Give a follow if you're not currently doing that. That is my personal recommendation. Absolute wizard with circuitry. I don't understand what he does. But there's very cool circuitry conditions. I've tried to understand, I really have, but it hurts my little head. It hurts my little head. Anyway, I said it in baby terms. I'm sorry that I did that. I kind of want to continue, but I should not. Should not. I'm tempted, though. Just because one is tempted doesn't mean they should do it. I think we need to split things a little bit. Form Falchian packs with the dark ones and the magic wires do their thing. Okay, you know what? That does make sense. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Because I didn't want to go out and just assume you made dark pacts. Because that is unprofessional. But to know now that there's actually dark pacts involved, I'm happy with that. See, I made dark pacts with some sort of spaghetti god. Not really a dark one, not really an old one. It's not really anything, it's just spaghetti. It's just a bowl of spaghetti. And sometimes when you make a deal with the spaghetti god, you, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't think I'm going anywhere with this, honestly. Okay. I need to make red circuits over here. You need a few more goats before you can get a satisfying logistic network to LTN Lota. I mean, honestly, do the Dark Ones want goats? I think they want something else. I think they want UPS. Hey, Lord Platypus, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. This is so cursed. It is, unfortunately. It is. And I would like to offer my apologies, but I'm also not gonna. I would just like to, but I can't. Because to apologize would mean that I'm not going to do it again, and I think I might. Sushi belt is life, absolutely. It is beauty in a strange way. Like one of those gross flowers that smells really bad, but, you know, it's there. And that's cool, I suppose. Okay, we need to up our plastic. Oh wait, we did up our plastic, I just recalled. And we need to possibly make more red circuits. Yeah. And then we need to consider the vaulted blue circuits. You may be biased. Well, I mean, I accept biases here. Biases are accepted here. Hypocrites, not so much. That's the logic we're going to go with. Yeah, I think if I had better knowledge of circuits, sushi would probably be the better way to do this. But I don't understand circuits well enough, so I just accept the cursed nature of the belt. Call it a bus again. You know that's a crime. Oh, that's right. It doesn't like to be flipped. I always forget that. Like, I literally always forget that. It's not full on sushi? Yeah, you probably don't want... Well, my base isn't full on sushi, just in certain places. Oh, full on sushi, sorry. I just heard that as it's supposed to be said, like full on. I get it. Sorry. I like construction bots. You just stand nearby and they just do all the work for you. You just like go, oh, that's good. Good work, bots. Very proud of you. One day you're going to get promoted. What they don't realize is they're never actually going to get promoted. I'm just going to destroy them. Or leave them here when I get on my rocket ship. Which I don't mind about either. I don't mind leaving them here. They know what they did. Which was most of my hard work. That's what they did. Oh, right, and I gotta connect that way. There we go. Yeah, it's probably a better way to do it, honestly. Have you ever played, like, the Settlers? I know Settlers 1 and 2 was like this, but I think after that the Settlers got weird. But it's kind of like, when you need an item, it just, like, someone brings it out of the castle and they put it by a flag. And then someone goes from the flag, or goes from the middle of the, between two flags, picks up the item and takes it to the next one. And I feel like you could do that with a warehouse. You know, just play the old game of the Settlers. The Settlers was really good back in the day. I don't know if it's still good. I assume it's not. I assume they're probably up to like Settlers 9. I'm pretty sure Ubisoft bought it, so... It was originally Blue Byte, I believe. But then, you know... I'm not saying Ubisoft Re is the bad, but certainly Ubisoft does not make a lot of games that I'm particularly interested in. So that, you know, does not help their case much at all. Even if they wanted to. What does matter is we're at 94%. And then we have to figure out how to make the rocket. Which is going to be interesting. We need a little bit more sand here so we can build the assembler. And then I think we are good. No, I have some landfill around here somewhere. I always forget where it is because I don't really need it that often. It was really only constructed to get rid of stone that I didn't need, but now it's actually something I do need. 36 landfill, that's actually something. I don't know if it's a lot, but it's certainly 36 landfill. Okay, so what we want to do is I just want to have it ready so when it can... Hello. Oh, thank you so much. I did ask for it, but I forgot that I asked for chips. Thank you. Panda's come by and delivered me chips. Which I appreciate highly, because chips are good. That's vaguely in the wrong place. A few of those are in the wrong place, actually, when you think about it. I want that there. And just put those pipes there. There we go. That's fine. It technically counts. The first chip did not have a lot of flavor. The second one kind of like surprised me. I was like, whoa, what is that chip doing? You know, surprising me, that's what it's doing. Hmm. You know, we're going to change the way that's done. We're going to do it this way. And we're just going to pop those on the belt. There they go. Now, I do not currently have enough blue chips to make the rocket silo. Which is, needless to say, an absolute travesty. That's okay. We will recover. The problem is this side of the base just does not get enough copper. Because all the copper comes from all the way over here. I don't know if there's really a way to speed that up. A lot of copper gets consumed by these assembly machines. Yeah, I just don't think there's a way to speed that up. Aside from throwing more copper into the system, of course, which... yeah, it's not the wrong idea. Okay, I have a thought for future sushi belts. What you need to do is occasionally have some way of getting like this connected to this, like really long distance connections, because that way it sort of just folds into itself and becomes like a circle. And I know how you do it. That's what you do with trains. That's the purpose of trains. The trains are the folders. So you have a train that comes in, it goes until full from one place, then goes to the other place, drops off everything, and then goes until full again. Maybe not full, but maybe after like 5 minutes. So it picks up everything for 5 minutes, then it drops off everything, and then once it's empty, it starts filling up again. That's what you do with trains. That makes sense too. At least it makes sense to me. Whether it makes sense to anyone else, I don't really know. But that's okay. Or we could just steal the blue... So, I mean, we need 200 blue circuits. We do not have 200 blue circuits anywhere. I know we don't. We've got a few, but not 200. I think we need to turn sulfur up, honestly. Actually, probably not. Science at 98%, then we're done for science. Then we just need to build the rocket silo and assemble the rocket. You know what? We are finishing this today. I'm genuinely surprised. I didn't think we were, but I'm pretty sure we will be. Depends how long it takes to build the rocket very, very slowly. I'm pretty sure we've got this today. Like, we can build this in the next 2 hours, surely. Ah, we've got all the stuff for yellow circuits. If we turn off yellow circuits, then they don't need blues anymore. Hmm. We'll let the science finish before we start pulling things apart, though. It'd be best to let everything finish, because otherwise, when you start pulling things apart, you of course can't put them back together again. It's a classic Humpty Dumpty situation. You never want to be in a classic Humpty Dumpty situation. Speaking of Humpty Dumpty, it always annoys me that all the king's horses and all the king's men, all the king's horses are always like depicted as the literal horses of the king. And it's like, man, you're not asking a horse to do surgery. You know? I know it's meant to be like a medieval kingdom, but come on now. I'm going to say this really honestly. I don't trust a horse to do surgery. I don't care who knows it either. Some people think, oh, horses would be great at surgery. I disagree. I would not trust a horse to do surgery. And if that makes me a bad person, then so be it. Am I racist against horses? Maybe. I just don't trust horse surgeons. And if you do, I mean, that's fine. You're allowed to trust a horse surgeon if you want to. I just don't know how I could. Okay, we've got purple science happening here. We've got 2 more. It's going to be the equivalent of about 3 probably by the time it's done. No, wait, because it doesn't continue. Once that is done, it's done. So, meh. Never mind. It's due to my racist tendencies talking about horses as surgeons. I know. I'm the bad guy. I get it. Don't you worry. Don't trust a horse to be a surgeon. The hottest take you'll ever hear. It's just not enough steel either, so I guess it's fine. Part of me wonders whether it's worth building the beacons. I think it's not. I think once the last point of science is done here, I'm going to turn off science and we're just going to... We'll do some basic science, just try and clear it off, but... Okay. We are done with science, so let's turn off all the science. So no more science should be being constructed. That is good. We are coming closer and closer to the end. We're going to research efficiency module, not because we need to, but because it's just going to happen. And it's going to pull science off the belt, leaving a cleaner belt. And that's what we want. Meanwhile, this can start making my rocket. And we don't need any more concrete. That's fine. Pipes are not coming in. They should probably think about that. That's fine. I don't really care. We'll increase... Actually, should we do beacons? We should try to do beacons. Welcome back. How was the meeting? Okay, so we are starting to build the rocket silo. It's not going to be done for a little while yet because we lack the steel. We also lack the green circuits, but... No. Blue circuits, sorry. Blue chips. These, however, are not blue chips. They're just regular flavored colored chips. If you're expecting me to be eating blue chips, I'm really sorry. What you don't realize is the very specific issue was how to get Valdeck to pay attention in a meeting. God, that'd be really funny. It's just like a really passive-aggressive meeting, and you're just like, oh. Better, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong, but also stop. We're going to turn that off. Okay, so those blue chips are going to circle the base for a while. That's okay. We're going to go find more yellows, but that's okay. We can do that. You stole a turn at the start of the meeting. That's the best. If you can do that, everyone's got a turn to speak, and you just sort of hijack someone else's turn. This is what I've done, and I do these days. The silo is not up. I don't have the steel or the blue chips for it yet. It's coming, don't worry. What I like doing in a meeting is hijack someone else's comment real quick, talk a little bit, and then everyone goes, oh, Steve's already spoken in the meeting, he doesn't need to talk again, and they never call on me again. The first time it happened, I was a little bit upset because I was like, they didn't care, but then I'm like, no, I spoke. I just didn't talk about myself. I just talked about someone else, and everyone was happy with that. So now it's just my trick. And no one knows that I'm doing it, which is the best part. Like, if you can get away with that sort of thing, it's the best. Wait, what? Can steal from the solar panel build? That's a good point. I can. Let's do that. Oh, doesn't work that way. Okay, another plan is which we do this. Or below me, yeah. You know what? Not only there, but I also want the green chips. So let's just do that. We still need some of those. So that's not a problem. The research we're doing for effect transmission, I don't expect that to complete, but if it does, great. If it doesn't, meh. I want those to continue. Okay, I'm really confused about this. You sent a request to the biggest... Oh, what? If the driver has a contract, the driver gets the tip. If the driver is employed by the restaurant gets the tip. Oh. What the hell? That's really shitty. If you tip someone, they should get the money. Like, New Zealand doesn't have a tipping culture. Like, despite how Uber Eats tries to get us to tip all the time, generally New Zealand does not have a tipping culture. We have a fairly... I'm going to say fairly decent minimum wage. I mean, could minimum wage be higher? Of course it could be, but we have a fairly decent minimum wage. And if I found out if I decided to tip, it wasn't going to the person that I was tipping, I'd be like, well, hey, how about you, stop being shitty. That'd be my answer. Excuse me. You round up to the nearest reasonable number. Yeah, we don't even do that. Everything's just easily paid with cards. Like, we have a very card-based system, like debit cards, I suppose you call them. I don't really know what you call them. I think debit cards. But yeah, not credit cards. Like, the money comes directly from your account, but it's not like it's money that's in your account that, yeah. Less room for tips. That's true. I wonder how it is for like homeless people these days, because they're obviously asking for change or money, and it's like they don't even carry money anymore. Like, it's gotta be tough for them. I mean, I know that's not necessarily a reason why you don't go, well, hey, we're not going to carry money because that way the homeless have nothing to. Yeah, that's not the intention, and I don't think anyone's saying that. But I mean, I suppose I just did, but not what I meant. I didn't mean it, guys. Give food to the homeless, no money. Yeah, I get. I'm gonna be honest. I get scared of the homeless. I know I shouldn't, but I know they're just doing what they can to survive, and yeah. In Finland, you don't tip either, but all those food delivery services have got the option to tip the driver, which you don't, because you don't want that there. Yeah, I kind of respect that. Yeah, that is true too. Like, tipping someone before the services arrived, it's like, eh. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's fine. Like, if the restaurant has to pay their staff a fair price, then yeah, I pay the staff by paying for the product, and that should be counted inside of the amount that I pay. I know that might be a little bit of that's a little bit of a dream in America, because I understand America has like a lot of lobbying to make sure that people don't have to pay their staff properly, which is, I mean, maybe I am grossly misunderstanding that, but it does seem like, hey, if you do this, you don't have to pay your staff, and they're like, great. Like, yeah, but isn't that kind of shitty? And they're like, yeah, but we don't have to pay our staff now. It's like, yeah, but shouldn't you? Like, yeah, but our customers can pay for our staff. That would, yeah, anyway. They charge you for packaging? What the hell? What, like in a little paper bag? They charge you for a paper bag? Well, if it makes you feel any better, Burger King is kind of dying in New Zealand. The company that owned Burger King in New Zealand kind of collapsed. Oh wow, they charge you for a paper bag. I hope you're kind of ripped off. Welcome to capitalism. Charge for a paper bag. Yeah, it's... Also, good morning. Yeah. Hey, Dark Rail. Good morning, good evening. Yeah, look, if someone was saying good night now, it'd be appropriate. It is 9:12 p.m. We're not, what, 70 years old? We might be. One day we will be, yeah. I feel like it today. I'm so tired. Yeah. It's alright. Hopefully I get this run done and then I can sleep. People are like, you can sleep now, it's okay, it's a stream. I'm like, no, you don't understand how much I look forward to doing these streams. I look forward to this stream so much. I do look forward to playing Factorio, that's true. You moved out of your apartment in preparation for moving. So wait, where are you living now? If you moved out of your apartment in preparation for moving, where are you living? Like, I'm not trying to dox you here, I'm just like, are you living in another place, or? Ah, we're doing What the Shirt. Okay. Do. What the Shirt. Oh, your parents' place. That makes sense. Okay, today's what the shirt we have. Pushing! It's a kitty cat. But the thing is, I was thinking about this before, and if you're going to be doing pushing properly, you actually have to slightly like bob because you know the pushings like they're really like two-frame gifs, gifs. It's up to you. I don't care. I'm not getting involved in this argument. But anyway, yeah. So you got to do that. Also, it's a real workout on my knees. I probably shouldn't do that. But anyway, we're going to pushing being a little unicorn kitty cat. So it is really hard. You can't buy pushing merchandise for men. You just can't. Plastic bags are 3 cents. Yeah, we aren't even allowed to get plastic bags anymore. They actually made it illegal for single-use plastic bags, like the little thin plastic bags. You actually cannot get them in New Zealand anymore. They went nope, making that no longer a thing. So there's a lot more of the cloth bags, which you know are reusable, and people carry around cloth bags with them. It's actually worked, or you get paper bags, which has actually worked a lot better than you'd think. Also, Dark Rail, I hope you got a nice cardboard box. I hope it's very nice. It's actually kind of surprising that the initiative of no one-use plastic bags has kind of done something. I kind of didn't think it would when it came out. And at first you'd be like, everyone was just like, I don't want to do that. But they tried mandatory charges on bags, but it turns out if you're paying like 10 cents for a bag, people are like, I don't really give a crap. Give me a bag. I'll fight you. I don't know if they're actually fighting people. I'm making shit up there, but... Alright, well, Dark Rail, I hope your move goes well. Instead, people buy cloth bags that are significantly more polluting. Yeah, but you're not supposed to just use them once. That's the whole point of multi-use bags. I like the fact that we've got the military science packs that we never researched. Look at all this research we just never did. That's funny. You're not supposed to use the cloth. You're supposed to use the cloth bags more than once, and we usually do, I guess. Use plastic bags, fill them with trash. I mean, see, okay, we do that as well. Because how else are you gonna throw away your rubbish? People don't always have a bag on them. That's true, but usually you do. I mean, usually places sell paper bags instead. The filling plastic bags with rubbish is funny because we do the same thing, but of course you can't get plastic bags anymore. So what do? You have to buy plastic bags to put your rubbish in them. So yeah, you usually plan to buy stuff, but sometimes you just go to like a place and you go, oh damn, you don't have paper bags. Wow, that's changing everything. What happened to your paper bags? Where'd they go? Okay, so we just need to get another 175 processing units. Okay, whatever we do now, we just need more processing units. I think that's obvious. Doing fine for power? We are. Strange. So we need more processing units. That is a known fact. And then the processing units need to be in the right place, but that's, you know, a problem for another day, perhaps. Can I get some blues? Yep. I mean, that just sounds like a great deal of... Yeah, Ghost, I was about to sort of go into that one. Yeah, I respect that. I felt that today. I went back to the office for the first time in quite some time. And even though I enjoyed my time, because there wasn't many of us in there, it was just like me and my boss, who's super cool. I still was just like, I don't want to go into the office. I just don't want to do it. But I did, because I'm a big boy. Goes to the office. I don't know what I'm talking about now. I'm just talking shit. As if this is a new thing for me. Okay, we need to go and gather some stuff. specifically stuff, we need to gather sulfuric acid. Veldak, you always carry 2 sturdier bags in your backup. Yeah, on your backpack. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's probably the way you do it, and I mean that's the way I was doing it today. Like, I knew I'd be going shopping, but I didn't know if I'd buy anything. But Panda threw like a cloth bag in my backpack, which my backpack is super cute. I don't really want to show it though. It's a cat though. That's what you need to know. I don't want to show it because it's really distinctive, and I mean I've already got my face, so it's not really a big deal. But whatever. I don't know. But anyway. What was I saying? I don't know. Who really cares? Yeah, she threw a cloth bag into my bag, so that way when I came home, I had stuff for her. She was pretty excited. Because, you know, come home with shopping. She's like, hell yeah. Stuff. Okay, you know what? We're going to change the input... we're going to change the output priority to be that side. Or what we need to do, actually. We are actually having power problems. Okay. It does happen. All the names are down. That's disappointing. Okay, because we turned coal off a while ago, let's turn coal back on. Everyone panic. No, no panicking. Oh, they brought the net bags, did they? Well, as long as they brought the net bags back, I mean, it sounds like it was a net gain. Anyways, no one needed that in their lives. I'm sorry. What is this? Is this a picture of the net bag you're talking about? Oh yeah, I see. That way you can see if anyone's hiding contraband. I'm sure that's not the purpose. But you could. We still need like 175 blue circuits. Maybe we just turn this off for the moment. Any blue circuits to come through this way? I must have them, please. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Jesus. Let me just respond to you correctly. I have banned Jesus. Jesus. Alright, we go and stop them bots real hard, we are. You're installing security cameras in the apartment building to prevent vandalism. An 80-year-old woman was against it. She complained people were looking at what she carries in her bags home. Okay, there's a lot of questions. I'm going to go back to being an orc in a moment, because Ghost and I really want to be an orc. But I really find it funny, like, people don't give a... Lady, people do not give a crap what you're carrying in your bags. Unless there's something you're carrying in your bags that people do care about, like, you know... I'm going to be overgeneralizing here, but if she's carrying home, like, you know, some sort of, you know, dodgy stuff, like dodgy, kinky stuff every day, she's like, I can't get through my day without my daily, you know... I mean, sure, or maybe like a daily porn magazine or something, you know, just something really weird. You'd be like, oh, okay. But chances are, what's she carrying? Like, a carrot? I mean, again, I'm not making a dodgy comment here. I know it sounds like I was, but what is she carrying home? Like, you know, oh, you've got like your daily groceries. You bought a pack of chicken. Oh no. No one gives a shit. It's a weird thing to be concerned about. Like, if people knew what I was buying, like, you know, if she's coming home with, like, really, maybe she's coming back with, like, a lot of jewelry or something, and every day she just brings back, like, a stack of jewelry, in which case, she's a jewel thief. How far away am I from launching a rocket? Well, that's a... You love tuna fish and sometimes you need toilet paper, exactly. I mean, there you go, $20 per apartment you got fined. Congratulations. Like that's just the cost of doing business now, isn't it? How far away am I launching with a rocket? Okay, so I need another 170 blue circuits, another 130 steel. That will give us the rocket, and then from there, we just need to build some more stuff. Now, I could probably speed that up by moving things around. Actually, did I ever stop that one? I did, great. So really what I need to do is just make sure nothing's using blue circuits. Or red circuits. Just anything that's using circuits, I probably just want it to stop, quite frankly. Unless it's, of course, like the red circuit production, that's fine. But, like, for instance, look at that. Look at all those red circuits. Those could be turned into blue circuits so easily. Okay, here's the plan. We are not going to break the integrity rules by chucking it, like direct inserting it by hand. Okay? I'm not wearing a hat for 2 games in a row. I'll explain the hat for new people in a moment, because that's a weird phrase. I mean, a lot of laws are like that. You know, it's like, there is a bunch of, like, election laws in New Zealand. I think it's the same in America, but it's like, if you get caught, then you have to pay a fine. So really, the fine is just say it's really a tax against poor people at that point. Oh, well, you couldn't pay the fine? Well, you shouldn't have done it. Oh, you could pay the fine? Well, then, you know, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like, those sorts of things exist. And it's really strange, but that's how things go. We just need more copper. We need copper so badly. If you get caught, there's a semantic you shouldn't do it, sure, but there was a article that I was reading ages ago that if there is a fine against something or there is a direct punishment for it, and the punishment is in the rules, they've kind of codified that you can do it. Because there is a crime and punishment, like, you know, for instance, don't kill people, right? It's a very simple rule, we all know it. We all probably don't kill people, I hope not. If you do, please turn yourselves to the authority, thank you very much. But you know, you don't do it. But if you do, you know what the punishment is. So the question becomes, is the punishment worth the crime? And I mean, yeah, and that's sort of where it goes to in the end, like, as a final sort of way of looking at it, which is kind of horrific, especially in the case of murder, which I should have jumped to murder, but, you know, if the sense of, like, lying to the courts, there we go, that's a better one. There is a punishment for it. It could be a year of jail time. But if lying to the courts saves you from 5 years of jail time, maybe you should do it. I don't know. I'm, of course, not advocating anyone to be doing such things, but I'm just, you know, making the point. And a tax, it's really just a tax. Yeah. People break laws all the time that way. Okay. Parking is probably where I should have started with that one. If parking somewhere illegally and you get a ticket for 40 bucks, you could say it was a fine, but you could also say you paid $40 for parking. And if that saved you, like, 10 minutes of parking in a parking building, coming out, going back, and you know, if you make like millions of dollars a year, $40 is nothing. Probably the officers have court, but yeah, that's more valid probably. Parking is where I really should have started. I'm sorry that I didn't. I started with murder, then I was like, no, that's too much. I started with defrauding a court. That's probably not great either. And then go to the perfectly reasonable parking. That is true. In Sweden and Finland, they do give fines according to the means. And that is actually a really good system, because at that point, it's no longer necessarily a tax on the poor. It is now a tax on everyone. Yeah, brilliant. That is a fair system. People wouldn't like it, and I would be willing to bet the people who would have the power to change that law are probably the ones with the money. But yeah, I mean see, at that point you've actually got a system that you can almost trust. Because as I said, like the idea of the person parking and having to pay, a $40 fine for parking in an illegal spot, which could endanger lives, is like, well, whatever. It's $40. And we all know there are times that you would just pay a $40 fine and deal with some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, there's just every now and then you just go, I would pay a fine than have to deal with this. And they've codified it by the fact that there is a fine for it, and that's the price. It's a bit of a gamble, but hey, look, if you don't give a shit in the first place, what does it matter? It's not used for parking tickets? Well, okay. That's a different situation, I know. I mean, I believe speeding was the one that was like about that, which again is great, because speeding in New Zealand, if you were going too high, then you get, a fine of fine of $200. Sure, but if I'm a multi-billionaire, I don't care. Yeah. Early fair, Veldak. I mean, if the security is helping, then... But, I mean, the question is, what is the woman buying? Please tell me. I need to know what the old woman is buying. Like, I am so filled with curiosity over what she is so concerned. I mean, I don't know how fast you're going for that. I don't know what the price is. It could be $40. I don't know what the price for speeding is. I'm a good kid. I don't speed. I'm a good kitty cat. Train noises. But yeah. We probably have almost enough steel. I just really need to just get that last... Maybe I should just go around and steal blue chips from wherever I find them. Or green chips, for that matter. We are making plastic at top speeds, right? I mean, I don't know what the fine prices are. I'm just coming up with random numbers. If the numbers seem too high, then it could be. You guys are far better at Googling things going on in New Zealand than I am, so you tell me. What is the fine for speeding in New Zealand? Don't actually tell me that. I don't really mind. I don't need to know. We can probably do that. We don't really need any more of those. I wonder if there's some valid... Yeah, there's probably some valid point in going around and trying to maximize everything's... You know what? I need copper. Let's turn that off as well. Let's just shoot that in there. Sometimes you gotta shoot it in there. That shouldn't be news to anyone. All I need to know is the fine for handling lizards without a permit. Okay, yep. That's the one. Anyways. Hey JD players, welcome, welcome. Hey, thanks for the follow by the way. How you doing? Alright, so let's just sort of pull everything out of there because we just really need those green red circuits for everything else. Thank you very much for that, Veldek. I appreciate you doing the thing. Power is still a bit of a problem. Maybe we should put more solar panels down. We've got enough cells for it. But we should just put some more solar panel cells down. Because there's literally no reason not to. Trying to get everything done. 10 kilometers or less is $30. Oh, there you go. 10 kilometers or less is a little bit of a unfair one, though. It's not that fast. Okay, well, at that point, you're going you're damn hooning it. And you should stop. Just stop your damn hooning. You damn hoon. I like the idea there's nothing in between. It's like 10 kilometers or less, $30. 46 to 50 kilometers over, that's something. For 25, nah, that's fine. Don't worry about 25. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. Alright. I never played 7 Days to Die. What is that about? I've vaguely heard of it, but I don't really know what it's about. Are we not making enough plastic right now? Oh, of course we're not. We don't have coal. Derp, 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 derp. Okay, well, we're working on coal. Maybe we can work on coal a little bit better. I think we need to turn coal into -2. 7 Days to Zombie. Oh, 7 Days to Die. Zombies. Really low graphic zombies. Oh, okay. So it's a zombie survival thing. Like, is it like Zomboid or? Actually, no. Hang on. I'm curious. I'll just look it up myself. 7 Days to Die. Zombieland the game. Okay. Oh, okay. When you say low graphic zombies, it's more like first person than Zomboid. Okay. They're not that bad graphic zombies. They're okay. That looks alright. So survival type thing? That's cool. Good game with real building physics. Hang on. I'm curious about the quotation marks there. What do you mean real building physics? Are they not real? Is there not real physics? Have we been lied to this whole time? Is physics not real? Oh, that's a one that I hadn't considered an option. Physics itself has never been real. We don't have shortage of oil. No, we're fine. Kinda realistic. Okay. That does make more sense. Real physics. How can physics be real if your eyes aren't real? Boom. Figure that one out. Man. I miss those old Jaden Smith tweets. I wonder if he still tweets shit like that. Don't remove the walls before the roof. Okay. I see what sort of game that is. Yeah, I mean, I guess you should never really be doing that in the first place. So I think we need more plastic to get things happening. Hopefully this helps. We shouldn't need to go to another coal patch. I think this should suffice. I hope. When they phase through walls? Oh. Okay. So it's maybe not the most optimized game, but is it fun? That's really the main takeaway question, isn't it? Is the game fun? Because I will excuse a lot of problems in a game if a game is fun. I mean, like, one of my favorite series, and it is a bad game, and I will not question anyone who tells me that's a bad game. I love the Dead Rising series. Like, just since we're talking about zombies, I'll talk about another zombie game that I love. I love Dead Rising, but is it a bad game? Oh yeah, it's real bad. But I don't care, because it's just something kind of cathartic about running around in a mall and just hitting zombies with wiffle bats. I don't know if they're called wiffle bats, but that's what I'm calling them. Okay, so we don't need more steel, we just need 160 blue circuits. Where are my blue chips? Well, hopefully with more plastic being constructed, that will help. Also, it's not like we're going to finish anything until these are done. So blue chips is really the possibly only priority we need now, because these are done. What do we not need anymore? Do we need steel anymore? We do need a little bit of steel. Not a lot, though. Like, we just need steel to finish off these. Oh, man. Please tell me they keep adding stuff. If they keep adding stuff, that's all good. Alright, well, you take care. Thanks for coming by. I think you actually don't need to have sound anymore. I think I read something like that. I swear I read it on Twitch the other day, but... Alright, that's fine. Enjoy your meeting. Let's try to increase productivity here. Maybe that'll help. Mute the tab, then Twitch doesn't know. Yeah, Twitch has no idea. If the man. Okay. So really, anything we can do that makes red, blue, or green chips faster is absolutely the toppest of priorities. I don't care if toppest is not a phrase. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna say it. I mean, honestly, anything that gives me more copper is probably pretty good too. Yeah, that works too. Power? Still a bit bad. Guess those solar panels didn't really do enough. But they do their best. We'll get a couple more solar panels, I think. We got 12. Okay, yeah, it's probably fine. The game's almost over, let's be honest. We've just got to do the last little bits and then we are safe. Then we can leave this godforsaken planet. Again. We keep leaving. We gotta stop going to these godforsaken planets because every time they're godforsaken. Can we go to a planet that's not godforsaken for once? Like the worst family vacation, I swear. It was ported but never updated. Oh, what? Aw. That sucks. So they sold part of their company for a deal, and then the deal never really went through. Aw, that is the worst. A game that I love that's sort of development hell and always will be is Dwarf Fortress. I mean, that's a well-known game, but Dwarf Fortress is absolutely a delight in its chaos. Oh, I wish I could refute that, but I got nothing. Yeah, that's kind of my life, Veldak. You're not wrong. Okay, we're just gonna keep turning things off. Like the Panda Sneeze video. Yeah, you know what? I should have seen the Panda Sneeze video coming back. It's the video you keep hawking. So good. Oh, actually. There we go. The Panda Sneeze video is funny. I do appreciate that. People get confused. I think it's actually going to be a panda sneezing. But it's actually just me shrieking in fear. That number keeps going up too. It's not high, but it's going up, and that's the point. How many blue chips are we making? Advanced? No. Units. Yeah. 3 per minute. Ugh, that's not enough. I dipped my toes in the water for no reason. Maybe we do just break integrity. Screw it. Hang on. Okay, let's steal all the blue splitters, guy. All the blue circuits. I don't care anymore. That was the last episode, a second time. I don't care. When you run out of UPS from all the splitters, I don't know. I haven't seen it happen. The only time I had that problem when I had all the belts wired up, and that was a problem in for itself. It ate all of the UPS. It went down to 25 frames, which was a bit of a problem. What are we at? 10. Okay. Yeah. So, but that was more because things were constantly entering and leaving the splitters, and that was the huge problem. Next base splitters only. Oh, that seems like a fun challenge. Really irritating, but really fun. You could sort of counter it though, I suppose, by doing long-handled inserters and regular inserters on everything. So, sorry. I put on a hat and with no explanation of why I'm wearing a hat. I am wearing the cheating hat. I absolutely am. So, I just realized I put on a hat. We got more viewers than I normally do. And there's no explanation of why I'm wearing the hat. So, the hat implies that I have now broken the spirit of the rules. I don't want to wait for the blue circus to come by. They will be coming by eventually. I could sit by for hours and hours. But I don't want to do it. I just want to get this done. So I'm looking for the blue circuits and the blue chips, and I'm just taking them and I'm just going to chuck them where they're needed. It defies the very purpose of the run. I am an absolute cheater. Yeah. I know. I get it. Because I just want to get this run done so I can start on the next one. Because, you know, it's like the worst part of any game is like blue chips are hiding at yellow signs. I thought I took all of those. Did I not take all of those? Did I miss some? I proved it, like that it's possible. NFI. There's no blue circuits there now, but hang on, we should probably still turn that off all the same. Seif block. Well, pie. Yeah, that is an option that people keep flying. There's a few options we've got that we could look at. Okay, there's one. I don't even know if there's enough blue circuits on the belt to do this with, quite frankly. Thief blockers. No, it's not just you, unfortunately, Dark Rail. Other people suggest it. I'm pretty sure. Either that or it's just you every time. I keep forgetting it's you because I have a memory of a goldfish. Which, again, memory of goldfish's memory is not short. People think it is, but it's not. Goldfish can learn things. You are Legion, correct. Congratulations. Ooh! Oh god, it's just whack-a-mole with blue chips now. That's why I'm wearing the cheating hat. But the thing is, I'm really not finding enough. Like, I need to find like another 100 or so. And this is not really finding 100 or so. I'm finding a few, sure, but inserters only, burners only, splitters only, no undergrounds. Yeah, I mean, I think I've only got a couple of undergrounds in this base. This methodology works really well if you don't want undergrounds. Because everything's all sort of connected anyway, so you don't need to underground it. No pipes. Oh, yeah, that's a tricky one. I like the idea of that one. That one would be painful. I don't know, this is more of a challenge run. Maybe I'll just go back to a mod next time because I like mods. Mods are fun. Challenge runs are interesting. And I mean, one could argue that I haven't really succeeded now that I'm wearing the hat. But, you know, don't care. No pipes. I mean, then you just got a lot of barrels. So you got to do some barrel management. But whatever you say, barrel management will never be as bad as Arcosphere management. Arcospheres can absolutely sod off. Not the phrase I was going to use, but I decided to be a little bit more, you know, not sweary there. You can choose your word of choice there, but barrels have amazing throughput. Barrels do not have amazing throughput, and you know it. I mean, what, it's 50 liquid per barrel, is it? No, no, it's not going to be good. I'm just looking for blue chips. I'm searching for blue chips. Oh, you got plastic? Okay, here you go. Make some red chips. Filtered blue chips near the destination. I mean, actually, that's not a bad idea. What we'll do... 50 liquid per barrel, 45 per second per belt. That's actually not bad, you're right, because normal throughput of a pipe is 1000. You're not joking. I don't know if I feel good about that. Yeah, the trick is remembering to turn it off when you're done. You get 12,000. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's also making sure that it's like constantly wired up. Like pump, 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 pump. Right? No one wants to do that. I mean, no one wants to do a lot of things that I do, but that's alright. Why do I keep putting these in places where there's no power? Not helpful. Seriously, am I doing this intentionally? Probably. It honestly wouldn't surprise me. Pump tank pump actually. Oh! Yeah, pump tank pump actually. Yeah, that's a good point. That would work. Okay, so the idea is we're going to scatter these and every now and then we'll look for more. I don't know if this is actually a good idea. Oh, look, this one. How many have we found? 40. We needed like another 100. I don't even know if we make another 100. Pump tank pump, but I mean that's... Gosh, it takes up a lot of space. And, but I mean, you'd have amazing capacity. I don't know if you'd want to do it over long range though, which... might be what you're actually wanting to do in the end. Hey, you found 5. Nice. How many have we got? I mean, even when we do this, we still need more. We still are only at half. Alright then, well, yeah. Enjoy your work. I shall enjoy the hat. My eternal shame. The hat is like my cone of shame. But I mean, it's like you could just watch me sort of aimlessly wander around the factory for another 2 or 3 hours, 4 hours, or I could just get this done. You know it's possible. We all know it's done. It's like, you know when you're playing Civilization and you're like the most powerful nation on the planet, you're 3 ages above the next guy, and all you are doing, and everyone's declared war on you, and you've just got to fight. Hat needs a cone. If it's my cone of shame, maybe. But you know the part where I'm talking about, right? Where it's just like, it's very clear you've won. You cannot lose now. But everyone's declared war on you, which means you have to go through the motions of fighting them. And you take this city, and you're like, surrender, and they're like, okay. And then they declare war on you again, and you're like, why did I even let you surrender? And so you have to crush them. Like, that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing the Factorio equivalent of that. At one point I was thinking about streaming Civilization. This is why Civ has nukes. Yeah, but do the nukes end the war? Or do the nukes just piss everyone off to the point they'll declare war on you more? I don't want to use nukes. Civilians did nothing to deserve nukes. For some reason I care a lot about ethics of war in Civilization. I don't know why. I mean, that up until the point a swordsman attacks a tank and then I'm like laughing hysterically like, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think that was not going to be instant death? Are you a fool? The answer, of course, is yes, he's a fool. But he doesn't want to know that. I never connected that. Why don't I just... Donk. Take those away. Make them somewhere else. It's probably easier. Point. If everyone has been nuked, why does it matter if they're at war with you? I mean, yeah, I guess if they're now being nuked back to the Stone Age, that does change things, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I never really build nukes in Civilization. But yeah, sorry, I was saying, I was thinking about streaming Civilization, and then I was like, oh yeah, the end game just kinda sucks. I don't know if that's the case of all Civilizations. I've played all of them. except for like some console releases, and I just don't want to do it. The end is just kind of dull, unfortunately. Man, it'd be a real shame if some blue chips came out here and I stole them immediately. I still need like 80 more. Well, oh, there's one. Yoink. You restart when you know you're going to win. Yeah, and I'm kind of the same these days, because why bother keep playing? You're quite right. But the problem is, and here's the thing, if the game could recognize, yeah, there's no way you can lose us now, that'd be fine. But the game doesn't, and then also the game has like a high score thing at the end. And you go, well, who gives a crap about the high score? And I'm like, yeah, I know, right? I mean, who cares? I, for some reason, care about the high score. I don't know why. It's not like I compare them with anyone, but I want to have a high score. Hey, these boxes are actually doing well. They're like little mouse traps. Except for blue circuits. We have 37. Okay. Ugh. That's not fun. I don't know, has Civilization always been not fun at the end, or is this just something that I've just gotten crotchety at over as I've gotten older? Because I remember I used to like the end of I used to really love Civilization. Now I'm just not so sure. It's like when you're blobbing in like you know, one of the Paradox Grand Strategy games. It's always not been fun at the end. Okay, well, so I've just grown like noticing it, I suppose. Then I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse. I mean, it probably just means that I've just noticed it. I mean, I was trying to play Civ 6 on like a high difficulty where like they start with extra settlers, and I was like, this is really fun. And then I thought about it, went, no, it's not actually. Like, the only way this game gets more interesting is by making it an absolute slog. And I was like, pretty much playing, you know, Warhammer 40k. There was just eternal war. That was the only way the game could be played, and have a chance. And so it's like you just have to fight constantly. And it's like, yeah, sure. You know, you beat the first couple of civilizations, now you have more cities than anyone else. But now you've pissed off everyone, and now you've got to keep fighting. And it's just like, ugh. But your tech is so high, it doesn't even matter. And I really appreciate what Civilization's done. Like, it is a very well-polished game, but 4X games are tricky at the end. They always kind of have been. You know, it's just the slog at the end of a 4X game. I don't know, is there a game that does like a 4X game that doesn't end well? Like, or am I just being miserable? The new versions now recognize you're going to win scenario and give you an out. Yeah, I mean, I suppose domination doesn't mean you must eliminate every single player to the point that they are all, their cities are gone. You just got to take their capitals, but yeah, it's one idea. How are we doing? We need another 30 more. I mean, probably we still need more than that for this, but we'll worry about that another day. And by another day, I mean soon. Oh, there's one. Thought I saw one. I did. Did I don't know. I thought I did. Civ you've enjoying multiplayer. Well, yeah, Civ and multiplayer, it can be interesting. But I haven't really played Civ and multiplayer in so long. I mean, that's always the advantage of multiplayer, right? Humans are able to make deals. Humans are able to plead for their life. Humans are able to... Wait, so Marathon makes it less of a slog? I'm confused. Wouldn't that make it more of a slog? How is Marathon less? I mean, because units require more time, but there's more turns. That's a weird paradox. Oh yeah, I can't even say I'm surprised that that wasn't within range. Nothing's in range when I do that. That's the wrong way around. Messed up. It's less of a slog because the start's more of a slog. I mean, I get it, but what? The whole game's rough, so you know, it's fine. I feel like the new civilization, you advance in tech too quickly, so I guess I can kind of sympathize with that. Are you making stuff still? Like, yeah, not really. Maybe we could do this though. Yeah, you get the tech up too quickly, and I feel like you never really get a chance with the lower tech units. Because why would you build a swordsman when you're going to get like guns in like 5 turns? Oh! I mean, it's not quite that bad, of course, but it does feel like that sometimes. Oh, another one. We will have to keep searching for blue chips after this, of course. But that's okay. Can't use blue science for blue chips. It's not the same thing. It's strange, I know, but... Okay, so... we learned something else about the belt today, which is good. When you're coming nearer to the end, you do really need to preemptively take everything that you need. Like, you need to set up traps for the stuff you need. Yeah, I mean, that's a decent way of looking at it. I guess because in... I swear I saw a blue. I didn't. I saw iron. Blue yellow. I think traps are cheating. Yeah, that's fair. Traps might be cheating. More production is key. I don't disagree with that. Sulfur is kind of a pain. Maybe I should have just... Yeah, I should have made more blue assembly machines. That's absolutely fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is cheating, and I think more production would mean that it's less of a problem. Do I have prod 4s? I do have the... Well, prod 3s. I do have the prod 3s. They're ready. I don't quite have the RCUs. I've got like 60 or 70% of the RCUs. But they just need a blue chip each, so that's not going to be too big a deal. Because production is going to continue. I think we've got everything else ready though. If fuel isn't ready, or fuel will be ready soon, if not already. Would that sentence even make sense? I don't know. We're still 20 short for blues. Gross. Not too big a deal. Yeah, okay, well... Yeah. You're not wrong. You're You're not wrong. Check the traps. Ooh, an 8. We're only 200-ish. Well, we've been building the RCUs for a while. I think we're about 500 RCUs. I think it started just putting into the second box now. So, ooh, some in the trap. 3 in the trap. Nice, nice. I mean, production is still happening while this is all going on, so... Yeah, look, there's been mistakes that have been made. I will not lie. Which is strange for me, because I do enjoy lying. But yeah, mistakes have been made. This could have been done far, far, far better, but welcome to the stream, I guess. Things could have been done far, far better is probably the motto of the stream. It's not great, but... Ooh, there's another one. Yeah, I know. We've got 490. We need about 700, so... Yeah, that's... bleh. 5 more. Come on, we can find 5 more. Prod 3s. Prod 3s are available. I know where they are. They are currently sitting in sitting in the RCU production place. Oh, 12. There we go. Another 7. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know, I missed it. I might actually stop producing these. No, it's probably a bad idea. Keep producing them. $14 of the 200 we need for the next step. JD, do we need? We don't need that attitude. We need positivity here. Positivity, that's what we need. Positivity that we're going to get this done. Here it comes. Badoosh. Badoosh is, of course, the official sound of a rocket silo going down. There it is. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to... No, it's fine. We can keep making them. Okay. Make sure we have that all ready to go. Put them in there. We need an underground. We need an underground right at the end. Hilarious. Although do I need to feed the RCU, LDS, and the curse belt? No! I understand what you're saying, but no, because it's all in the same cell. See? It's all in the same cell. That's okay. That's within the lines of the game. I know what you're saying, but no, that's why it's in the cell. This is totally above board and is totally fine. Ah, notice how he changes the rules when it suits him. It's a 3x3. Yeah, it's like a 2x2, but one bigger. It's the underground belt. Fine. And that's why we're allowed to use underground belts, because it's all in the same cell. It's fine. Does he change the rules near the end because he doesn't like it? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, this isn't going to take too long, so long as we have the RCUs, which we don't have. Seems like cheating. It's in the same cell! It's fine. We can have much... If we ever do C block, it's going to be much bigger cells than this. But you could argue this isn't C block. In which case, I'd be like, why am I not helping my argument? Start loading the fish. Maybe. Okay, the important thing is that the rocket's getting built. No, we're not doing the satellite. Okay, tell you what, we'll do this. Is there fish in here? There's fish in here. Oh, that's not a fish. What does a fish look like? That's a fish. Okay. Do I want to grab a fish? Probably not. Look, it's just good to get it done. I'm wearing the hat. Now comes the part where, yeah, let's try to get a fish in there. I agree. Let's do this. Do. Shh. Those aren't fish. You made the classic mistake. And then we will look. There's a fish here. There's a fish. Okay, great. So we'll try to grab a fish. That fish is never coming near us. We know that. Oh, there's two fish though. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. It's probably a mistake. Yeah, you're right. Our priority goes that way. I mean, it might not even make it that way. That's the problem. There's so many ways for that fish to leave. Line the whole belt with inserters. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying like... Well, we're out of landfill. Let's go get some landfill. We missed the big mistake. Well, hey, look, we've made a new big mistake, Veldak. Don't you worry about it. The big mistake was a good ship, and we will never forget its memory. I was told about this, wasn't I? I thought I turned them all off. Clearly, I had not turned them all off. Nah, you're quite welcome. We're all just having fun. I know that. I hope we are doing that. I don't think you're being mean. Pretty sure we're all just having fun here. Yeah, I thought we were talking about other blue chips. Clearly we were not. That's okay. We got there. Oh, there's a fish right there. Almost too easy. Okay. Box of fish back where? Oh, yeah, at some point we picked up a fish. I know that, but that fish doesn't count. That fish was a mistake. That fish was picked up by construction drones. And we know that's a crime. NFI? What does NFI mean, sorry? I don't remember where the fish are. I don't remember where anything is in this base anymore. Oh, right. Right. There's so much crap going on in this base, I don't remember what it is. You know what? We've got no oil. That's actually... You know what? I got a plan for that. We got speed modules somewhere. Hey Wes, how you doing? Man, people play what they want to play, man. He doesn't want it on YouTube, he just wants it directly beamed into his face. Well then you're good. You've watched it. Congratulations. Why did I get speed modules? Okay, well these are coming along. Alright. They'll make 40... Like 40's only going to be like 4%. Okay, you know what? We're going to stop that. Okay, turn that up to max. Only like 5%, that's not enough. Gotta keep going. Oil, that's what I took the speed modules for, thank you. That was my plan. I am so tired. Why am I streaming when I'm tired? I don't bloody know. Because it's the day. Gotta stream on the day you said you're going to. Or else the beavers will get you. And ain't no one want that. Probably. Someone probably wants that. I'm trying not to judge. Nope, just regular beavers. Not humanoid beavers, just beavers. They'll just rip you apart. I don't really know what I've never seen a beaver in real life, so I don't actually know how scary they are. So, I've seen elephants in real life, obviously, and then I saw a camel in real life, and I was just not okay with that. Because I thought camels would be way smaller than they actually were. But camels are huge. Like, if you've never seen a camel in real life, and you've seen them in, like, Age of Empires, you're like, oh yeah, camels. They're not that bad. Nah, man, camels are way bigger than I thought, and I was very unnerved by camels. Because I was like, that's way big. My wife found it very funny how unhappy I was to see a camel. I was trying to tell her, it's just like, it's huge. Like, you even see the size of this camel? And she was like, yeah. It's so big. Why is it so big? Oh no. I don't know why a camel is big. I cannot understand it. But I mean, like an elephant, seeing a big elephant, I was like, yeah, well, sure, elephants are big. That's like the classic thing that all children know. All children know elephant big, right? No one's questioning elephant be big. But camel be big. I didn't expect them to be bigger than a horse. I expected them to be horse-sized. I didn't expect their legs to be like the size of a horse and then a camel on top of it. Oh, there's a fish. Go put a fish in there. Go. That was what was uncomfortable about it. Because I just didn't know a camel would be so big. I just thought it was going to be the size of a horse. And then I remember reading like, yeah, the fish is on the belt. And then I remember reading like ages ago this thing where they were saying like that horses got really like nervous around camels. Maybe, I don't know. Horses got really nervous around camels. I was like, I wonder why. Maybe they just don't like the smell. And then I see the camels. I'm like, oh, because they're fucking huge. Excuse my language, but it was just like, oh shit. Either that or I'm actually a horse and I didn't realize it. Fishy inserter can't output still? Why not? It can if it wants to. Just gotta believe. Okay, we'll do something to make that help. Oh, because it's all full, of course. Derp. Nah, man. Camels, don't like him. SeiferKatt confirmed half horse, half cat. Probably some degree of human. We're not really sure. But that's okay. Okay. Oh, when did it actually catch a fish? Sorry, that's why you're calling it the fishy inserter. I get it. Get it now. Only now do I see the truth. Why don't I just do this? I don't want to hear this stuff anyway. Okay. The fish inserter has done its job. Good job, fish inserter. We all believed the fish inserter could do it, and then it did. And we were very proud. Follow the fish. Oh god. Bit late to say that. Find the fish first. Well, we know there's 2 fish on the belt now. But I don't know where it went. You gotta follow your nose. Like, you know that bit in, like, movies where they're chasing someone down an alley? 6 fish on the belt? Hell yeah. They're chasing someone down an alley and they turn around a corner and then they don't see it. Well, that's fine. It's fitting with the production speed. A little bit, yeah. Oh, goodness. Maybe a fish will be there one day. Look, I never got into this to be efficient, okay? Someone's like, yeah, that's not a lie. Yeah. Eventually it could happen, though. And maybe that's the important... Oh! Ah, there's a fish. There's a fish. It made it. One fish is all you need. One fish is all you need in life. I've never been so excited about just a regular fish. Maybe more fish will come by. You know what we do? Here's my plan. The fish was faster than RCU, that says everything. Well, yeah, sure. We knew it was going to be slow. Especially since I took all the stuff that was going to make it faster off the belt. Look, just for a bit more fun, a bit more fishy fun. Okay, get some more fish. Okay. You guys like that? More fish? Guys, 10 fish. Then, we're going to put it on the other side of the base. Okay. Here we go. 10 fish. Off they go. Some fish go the right way. Some fish do not. Most fish do not. And maybe there'll be more fish. That one goes the right way. There we go. And then that's going to go the wrong way. Oh, it went the right way. It's making a beeline for it. Okay, never mind. Why do I have the hat on? Because I'm cheating. You know the rules, Panda. I don't know if you know the rules. I may have not explained the point of the hat. It's a hat of shame. It's like a cone of shame, but it's a hat. Yeah, so use more do I need? So 4 productivity. 40% productivity, and I need 39. No, 31. 31. Divide by. What the? Get out of here. Get out of here. Divide by 1.4. So I need 22. So I need 230, yeah. The 230 I've got. That's some. $16 blue chips with... Prod Mod 4 isn't a thing, though. You saying Prod Mod 4? That's not a thing. I'm gonna go to 3. Yeah, so it's a little bit higher than that. Okay, so we're probably not finishing today, and what that probably means is what we're... No, it's not being built that way. There's nothing being built. I know what you're saying. It's not being built. Yeah. We're not building it without those. Right now, we're just using the Prod Mod 4s in here where they needed more. Yeah, Prod Mod 3s. Damn, now I'm fault saying it. Oh yeah, that happened already. That's okay. So yeah, we're probably not finishing tonight actually. But what we'll probably do next session, because I don't see us being done in like the next half hour. What we'll probably do next session is finish it off, and then we'll start like examining what mods we should do instead. So that's probably what we'll do then. We can go grab some more speed modules. I know there's some more of those around. Because I know we were making them for my assembly machine 3s, which down here. Except we don't make them because we stopped. When is the next stream? train. The next stream's going to be on Saturday. Saturday. Usual stream time. And then we'll do the Hollow Knight one on... We'll do Hollow Knight on Sunday. That's the plan. Oh, I did it that way. It's clearly better. It just needs to be faster. Hey, there's another fish. 2 fish. Now, some could say that's proves the efficiency of the RCUs isn't good enough. I say that just proves the belt's very good. Good belt, works very well. Does the thing. Let's try and take some more science off the belt. We probably need to go find some more red chips as well. We'll go find them. I think I know where I can find a lot of them. Don the mask. This is going to be confusing. How do you wear the mask over the hat? I think you have to take off... Oh god, this has become like a whole process now. God, that was a process and a half. The hat just makes it even more complicated. That looks weirder than normal. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, that looks weirder than normal. That's wonderful. Oops, not ending the stream. That's the wrong button. Okay. I'm wearing the mask. Ending the stream. Stream is over. Everybody dies. Rock's full. Everybody dies. Classic. We still need quite a few more things, so we're probably okay. Like the rocket science still needing to be made. I wonder if we need to turn some more things off. I think the correct answer is yeah, let's turn some more things off, because otherwise the belt's becoming... You now have a command to make everything go boom. Wait, your streams really end with everything exploding? I clearly have not seen your streams enough. I've only sort of come in and looked around for a little bit and left, but... Everyone goes boom. Wait, what? The hell? I'm even more confused now. Why does everyone go boom? Why are people exploding? Is this a common question? Why people go boom? Chat makes JD go boom. End of map. JD make everyone else go boom. I'm very confused, but cool. I mean, it sounds like a good gimmick. It sounds like a good thing to do. If everyone enjoys exploding, I mean, you know, explode everyone. It's like Explosion Man. Did anyone even play Explosion Man? Like, an old game now. I really liked Explosion Man. You are a man who has explosions. I know they gave away like Miss-Splosion Man, which is just a really funny title actually. They gave away like copies of Miss-Splosion Man at some point because they were just like, yeah, we want you to play our game. But okay then. I don't deserve gift. Unless the gifts are like death. In which case I don't deserve gifts like that either. Let's grab some things to hopefully make the 9 out of 10 gifts kill you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I'm sure people like it, so that's the main thing. Is this in Factorio in particular, or...? Okay. Well, you know. Oh, you just have a general rule of thumb that people are just murdering. Yeah. As long as people are having fun, I suppose. A little bit of murder never hurt anyone. You know what, guys? I think I am about done for today. So next stream, I think we're just going to have like a chill stream just hanging out, honestly, until we're done. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'm really not sure what we do for next stream because we need to get this finished. And I've really sort of cheated as much as I can. So I guess we just need to finish that off and... make more RCUs. So that's probably what we'll do next time. But I am pretty tired. I should probably call it quits. So I am done for today. Thank you. The hat's on top. Everything. Screw it. I'm finishing the stream with the mask on. I don't care anymore. This is where my life is. Thank you everyone very much for watching. If you have enjoyed today, please do consider giving a follow if you're not currently following already. It's the best way for you to come back and see what the hell's going on. We will be starting a new game next time, so look forward to that. I'm not quite sure what that is, but we'll figure that out then. Maybe we'll go through mods and try to figure out something while we're waiting for the stream to... Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so maybe we'll try and figure out what we're going to run next. So be here for that. If you're already following, thank you very much. Really appreciate you being here as well. You can also subscribe or donate if you do so wish, but do not feel like you have to. I will keep playing regardless because I love the game and I just love having you guys here. So, you know, nothing's required, just your presence. Not your presence. Okay, got that sorted. If you would like to view old episodes of this, you can find them on youtube.com/SeiferKatt, which is where I post all these episodes. And you'll never believe it, but I finally finished uploading C-Block. So I'm not sure if that's live yet, but it will be very soon. So, wow, that only took me 6 months after I finished the series. Never let them get away from you. They will get away from you, and it just doesn't get better. What else? You can also go to the Discord if you do so wish. That is where we will be discussing what's going on in future, and there's the link for you just in case you wanted it. Yeah, that's where you can find me outside of normal streaming hours. You can ask me questions about why the hell did I do certain things. I don't necessarily guarantee I'm going to have a good answer, but you can ask. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you from asking. Not quite how I'd stop you from asking, but don't worry about that part. What else is there to say? I think that's everything. So thank you everyone for being here today. As always, I have been SeiferKatt, and I'll catch you guys another time. Take care.